Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for the heart, me. Hello. Tram, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I was just collecting my daily stuff up in your little heart me thing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for collecting. Thank you for the heart, me. Good morning, Diane.
This case just keeps getting wilder and wilder.
Dude. It's craziness.
I'm stress eating emotional support M&Ms.
Welcome in. Yeah, I already ate chips. I have to stop eating stuff. Thank you for the heart, me. Good morning, everybody. Randy, welcome in. Gail, welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for the heart, me. Good morning, my beautiful people. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here.
This is a dangerous process. In just months, Mussolini has been transformed from newspaper to the most powerful man.
Or Javelina back there. He's gonna be our mascot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's gonna be our mascot back here. Our press Javelina that Munchie made us. Isn't that hilarious, Sunshine? Munchie gave him my press pass. He just walked up like he owned the place. He was running the show. It was huge. Dude, let me tell you what, a wild hog like that walked up, dude, I'd be gone.
Right, they just stood there and filmed it like nothing.
Nope. Y'all would have got to see Mom. Y'all would have got to see the camera doing this as I was running to a vehicle. Oh, thank you. You know more than we do. The Javelina, no.
No, listen, JLR was about to pet that thing.
I'm telling you, he's crazy.
That would have entertained me.
He was like, oh, come here. I'm like, oh, shit.
Hey, look, buddy. What you doing?
I would have enjoyed seeing that attempt of JRL trying. That would have definitely spiced up his life.
Jennifer, welcome in. Just Lily, welcome in. Yeah, dude. The sledgehammer. Dude, if this thing like walked up to me, to hell with the whole case. I would be hiding in my vehicle.
I have a question, Mom. Did you see
I have no food.
on the coverage earlier that Dora was doing for Nancy? They said there was 2 kids missing out of Tucson.
There's a bunch of kids missing.
Yeah, but they were just like recently, like just reported missing tonight. I think they're one was born in 2018 and one in 2020. But so they could be like 5, 6, and or 7, 8 years old. I was just wondering if you had heard of them and or if they had been found.
Brandy, were you in Dora's live yesterday or last night when she was listening to the scanner and some older lady called in to report that somebody was on her, or she heard somebody on her roof and then they were trying to get in her doors and
Yeah,
windows?
and they said they didn't have anyone to respond or something.
Wild. I have like so moved Arizona up to the top of my list of places I will never live.
Hello, Leah. Welcome in. I don't see anything about 2 missing kids.
Huh.
2 missing.
Unless it was canceled, maybe they found them. I don't know.
January 10th. December. It's a cold case. Thank you so much for the heart hands, Leah. Thank you, thank you.
You said you found
Murder.
Oh,
cold case?
I'm so sorry, Brandy. I found the video.
You found the videos?
Yeah, I found the video of the mother-in-law talking. She says his name, and then Jackie sent me a photo of what I don't know if the photo is him. She might have sent it to you, but if that is him, and we can confirm that that is the guy Carlos that they have detained, holy fuck. Holy fuck.
We all want to live the life we wish we had.
Shit done got real. Schmurder's over here dropping the F-bombs.
I'm gonna send it to you, but don't open it until you see my boxes open again.
Must be good.
She wants to be sure she sees that reaction.
Just Lily, I love the eyeballs. I'm big with eyeballs. I've been putting eyeballs in everybody's chat.
Yeah,
Heard it was
See our right.
on CNN, but then I couldn't find it.
Okay, open it. Open it. See? Holy fuck.
Oh, now can you show the chat or show the class?
Hold on, let me make it where I can adjust it.
Don't know for sure. This is all alleged. I'm just putting it out there.
Right, well, it was on CNN, right? It's not like you pulled something private,
Not
right?
the photo.
Oh, I think they were showing some photos in another live, so I think I might have seen them.
Jackie's like, let me in.
Shit, I don't have nobody in here.
Did you get it? Did you get it?
I did.
It looks like him. It certainly looks like him.
Do we have confirmation it's him?
Hey.
That was the name that was released by the mother-in-law.
Jackie, did you see the video of the Amazon guy who was doing like weird things? People had him on their cameras. Like,
No, I
looking in
didn't.
windows and
But
stuff?
Mom, what do you
I
think?
have some cigarettes. The eyebrows are right. The mustache is right. I wish I could see
The
his
eyes
ears.
are right. The heavy eyelids are right.
Jackie over here doing investigations on eyelids.
I'm not kidding. I saw that picture and I went, what the fuck?
Boy.
Oh, where'd she
that
go? Murder.
that could definitely
I'm here.
be.
Mm-hmm.
Put the picture beside it, the one that has the little bit of the mustache in it, and you're gonna see what I'm saying about the eyes.
It also looks like the Amazon. Did I send you a link to the videos of the Amazon driver doing weird that somebody reported was on ring
No,
cam?
his name is not Carlos.
His name's Carlos. Watch the video. I just sent it to mine.
Is it the same guy?
Oh, I sent the video to mine though, of what the mother-in-law was saying.
Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah, can one of you guys play it?
Yep, I'll have to pull it up on my. Let me go grab the backup because I don't have the backup over here.
Well, that thing I just listened to said this name. That Rafael Urias.
Yeah, I looked him up.
Yeah, look at his Facebook.
I didn't look.
His name, the guy that's detained, his name's Carlos Pasalio. I don't know if I said that right.
Well, I don't know how this guy's name came up into it then. Because this one's from Tucson.
I think it said he look him up also or something, so I did.
They're saying that that's
Yeah,
the
don't mess
cousin.
with the true crime community.
Oh, they're
It'll be all up in your
cousins.
face.
They are cousins, is what people are saying.
I'm telling you, that's the guy from that somebody had posted ring camera footage or something, surveillance footage of him outside someone's house, like looking in windows and doing weird stuff.
Wasn't he like an electrician or something?
Amazon driver.
Waiting for mine to show it.
She's going to put them side by side.
So neither of them were the electrician or related to the electrician?
You have to come over here, babe. I can't see. It's real little.
Yeah, your ring light glare.
Oops.
Yeah, I was gonna say your ring light's like.
If you hold it like that farther back, we can see it.
No, I was hoping you'd put the picture from the guy from the front door. The
Well, I'm gonna
picture
play
with the
this
little.
while I do that.
Okay. That the lady was in my house. I don't know her name. ¿Cómo se llama? That we don't know. We don't know her at all. I don't know who she is. I don't know anything about her. They only said that they gave a tip that she was in my house. And I told them, you can go in and search my house. There's nobody there. I have nothing to hide. There's nobody in my house. And I don't know what's going on. I mean, any family members that might know? No, they're investigating my son-in-law. He's not have nothing to do with that either. I don't know else. What's his name? It's Carlos Palazuelo. They have nothing to do with it either. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. They're just invading my property. I told them they're going in and out my house, taking a lot of pictures and everything. I mean, like I told them, we're not hiding anything. I give them permission. You can go and search. There's nothing in my house. You won't find anything because we don't have nothing to hide. Is this your son-in-law's vehicle? The one that was on the side earlier. That's my daughter's vehicle. So what is your son's name? My daughter. Your daughter? Yeah, that's So do you live in it's her husband? It's your son-in-law. Yeah, my son. Took away. Yeah. Carlos. Last name? Palazuelos, yeah. He has nothing to do with that either. Did he ever say anything about Nancy? Nothing. We never, like I told the FBI, the investigator, if I knew anything about her, I said I saw her on Facebook, but I didn't read what was going on with her because I don't know her, and I don't have the right to. I mean, if I don't know anybody, I won't read the story. I just go over, keep on going on the phone, because I don't know her. So how did this all happen? I don't know. Somebody home when this thing. No, I was coming from Tucson when they had my son outside the house. They broke in the house without warning or nothing. They broke my door. They went inside my house. My son was playing on Nintendo. He had his headphones on. They got him and put him in their cup and took him outside. And then they're asking what's going on. There isn't anything. Do you have search warrant? They said they didn't have any search warrant by then. And they still asking, do you still have a search warrant? And they don't give me an answer. Does your son-in-law ever go to Tucson? He works in Tucson. What does he do? He's a delivery guy. He does FedEx or something like that. Okay. That's what he works on. And so you're not allowed to go home right now? No, they wanted us in. They keep going in and out of my house, taking pictures. And I don't know why. I mean, your son was the one that was detained. Yeah, he was detained for. They showed me a video to see if it was him. To see if he. Yeah, he's my son-in-law. If I recognize the thing he was wearing, he doesn't have any of that. He doesn't have anything that comes on the video. Was it surveillance footage? From the house, I think from yeah. They showed me the picture. Another big update in the search for Nancy Guthrie here in Rio Rico. This is south of Tucson, north of the border, north of Nogales, Arizona. You can see behind me, this is off of a frontage road. Camino Gosto is blocked off by the Pima County Sheriff's Department. And they just confirmed to me in person here just a few minutes ago that this is connected to this statement that they released on their X account, saying earlier today, Pima County Sheriff's Department deputies detained a suspect during a traffic stop south of Tucson. The suspect is currently being questioned in connection to the Nancy Guthrie investigation. They say that additional details will be forthcoming. They also said that they have many more units coming. They've actually asked us to move our car a little bit further away so that they have room for many of these. So it's certainly an active investigation. We're going to stay on top of this for you. There's a chopper. Look.
Mom, I sent you the video of the Amazon driver that people were posting earlier.
Did you get them side by side?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like him?
I mean, kind of. The eyebrows look right to me.
Well,
And the
the
movie.
thing is, I don't think they're eyebrows in the picture. I think
They're
the
all
but I don't think those are actual eyebrows. I think it's the edge of the mask.
I put the spelling of his last name in the chat, y'all. It's Palazuelos. Palzios. But I found a different picture that. Hold on, I'm gonna send you this picture. Hold on.
I think it's pronounced Palazuelos.
Man, this man be posting way too much.
Looks like he's taking pictures with his phone into like the window or something.
Yeah.
That's what I said. He was doing some weird shit. But he really looks like the guy whose picture that Smurder sent Mom.
What?
Shit done got real.
I gotta see now.
I need to know if that's the guy. I need to know if that's him. Brian Enton said they took all the electronic devices out of the home.
What the hell have I done to my damn ring light? Okay.
Guy you looked up is skinny though, right, Jasmine?
Yeah, he's skinny.
And the one I sent is not.
He's thick.
Right.
Jackie, I think the one you sent is the one who looks like the Amazon driver who was looking in people's windows that I sent that video Mom just played.
Oh shit.
Wasn't
Wasn't
guy's
JLR like tripping about a delivery truck on the street the one day?
this guy's head looks fatter than that guy's head though.
Well, that picture isn't like really recent, so maybe he's lost a little weight, because if you look at the other pictures, his head looks fat in the other pictures. I told you he had a fat head.
Do either of
It's
them
set
have the
on the fat
tattoo on
head.
their wrist? Do either of them have the tattoo on their wrist?
I don't know.
It didn't look like a smartwatch. It
The
looked more
eyelids
like a
look right to me. The mustache looks right to me. The eyelids look right to me. And that big fat head.
Yeah.
Hey everyone.
I told you these fools were either Italian or Mexican.
No, you didn't.
I'm going to go work for the 3-letter agency.
They couldn't put
My
up.
eyes don't look.
They should hire us all. We'd find all the missing people.
How do you say his last name again? I'm so sorry, y'all.
Palalusas.
Palazuelos.
Is it Palalusas or
Yeah,
Palazuelos?
Zuelos.
You're correct.
Zuelos. Palazuelos.
Yeah, Palazuelos.
Someone send that to me in a voice memo.
Say Palazuelos. Say Palazuelos, yeah.
Palazuelos. Okay.
Yep.
In
Palazuelos.
Spanish, it's not as complicated as English. Their vowels always sound the same. And A always sounds like ah, and E always sounds like A.
And I always sounds like E.
Correct.
Oh my lord.
But that's less complicated than the English language, where our vowels can sound like 2 different ways.
That's true.
You can have 3 words that are spelled differently and spoken exactly the same. Yeah, that's ridiculousness.
Palazuelos.
Amy, I don't know this person on the X. Let's see.
Amy sent you a message.
Yeah, I just want to vet this person before I share this because I don't know this person. Yeah. Because you can pay for a check mark on X. You don't have to
You don't have to earn it.
own it. Nope. No. Like I have my 3 articles, but I never sent them in to TikTok yet.
Her too.
You just have to have 3 articles. So we have 438,000 followers here. You can get a blue check mark before you hit the 100,000 or whatever it is.
Government name in here?
No, but you had to send in your tax information and your ID, didn't you?
Yeah.
I did too. So they'll be able to verify it to you by that. Because like the article, all the news articles that have me, it's all under my government name.
Okay.
Like they
I'm like,
mention Reminder Monster, but it's in my government name. And I don't put that out on here.
I don't think that's him. I saw that one, but I don't think that's him.
You don't think that's him?
No, like if you read the comments, this guy's 56 years old. I don't think that's him.
I do.
Really? Because I could see that too, maybe. But yeah, I think the age is off.
Somebody said him and the Amazon driver guy were cousins.
That's a different guy right there, isn't it?
Amanda said he has a son with the same name who's 27. 27 sounds right, more like better to me.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, thank you. Welcome in, OG. Thank you, thank you.
He's a junior.
It's a junior.
E, is that the one that you sent me? That photo?
Who is that?
Who's who?
It was that Palalosa or whatever.
It's the same
That's what they're
last name.
saying. I don't know why I have Dancing Queen stuck in my head.
Very much.
Thank you, Murder.
I can't stop singing it.
Now we all have it stuck in our heads.
It's just playing on repeat in my head. I don't know what it came from.
You could be Kristen K and have Smooth Criminal.
Yeah, that might get stuck in my head now, but I don't even know where it came from. The heck?
Dora was playing it earlier. Annie, are you okay? For Annie Guthrie.
Isn't that song from, like, is it Annie, Are You Okay? Or it's one of the other ones? No, it's not that one. It's a different one. It's about rogues.
I just think that it's wild that all of this is coming out today.
Dude. But you know what? This whole case, it has all popped off, like, late at night.
Like the Park case too.
It's been like little trickles, like sprinkling rain. And then all of a sudden, about 10 o'clock at night, it's like, bam! Here's what had happened was all the stuff.
After all the
All
coffee
the
and the dinner kicks in, they've got it down.
dude. Lord have mercy.
It
If I
can't.
ever get Nixon or held hostage in Arizona, I want these guys to come find me.
Now you must show us.
Lord have mercy. It's like the Army SEALs video that I have from a long time ago. Look at that.
Oh,
That is a whole trunk.
yeah, Doris.
A whole like a trunk.
So somebody had that up on Doris, and the entire chat was going crazy.
Very nice. Very nice.
So did we find a junior?
Sidetracked. Nice asses.
You're on the couch.
Oh gosh.
Deb,
Oh, you made
does
me.
Deb know she's up here?
Yes.
Deb, do you know you're
Sorry.
up here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot to be on
Right,
mute though.
Shelly?
Somebody's tapping away for sure.
Thank you for the tap.
That would be me.
Thank you for the taps. Where's my handy dandy toolbox?
Yeah, Shelly, I think we're all in agreements. They can come rescue all of us.
Mm-hmm. Just throw me in the back of the van. I need to see what a bear cat looks like on the inside in Arizona. I know what they look like here.
Well, you got to see a javelina today.
I did. I did. Leah said me first. I did. Where is my toolbox?
Probably in the garage.
I'm in the garage, but I'm not seeing it.
One with a hammer and the wrenches in it.
fuck is his other name?
So I can't really do much because my internet's down.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm like trying to Google stuff and I'm going, why is nothing coming up? And I look over and the big red light is on the cable or the internet box.
The TV went out earlier. I thought Craig was gonna have a meltdown.
Well, then I got a message from Spectrum saying they're doing upgrades tonight. So that's what's up.
This. Yeah, Munchie made us our.
Munchie.
That's our mascot.
I love that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, gee, I think they only, it was said that they only put $300 in the account. I think TMZ said it was only $300. I don't know. It was still questioned who put the $300 in there. You know, I think it was a test to trace it.
I was gonna say once they accept it, can't they trace it?
Technically, I don't think they're supposed to be able to, but anything digital, I think if you're the right organization, you might be able to trace it.
I don't think they paid the full amount. Where did you hear that? Because according to
Harvey Levin said the amount that was in the account was $300.
no, somebody else is saying in the chat they thought they paid. They said they paid the full amount. I don't believe that.
Somebody in Smarter's chat earlier, I was trying to say it, but everybody was talking, said that it is normal with Bitcoin to do, for large transactions, to do a small transaction first to make sure it's going to the right account.
I will tell you guys, I have 2 screenshots right now that state that the full amount was paid. I am trying to confirm if it's the correct wallet.
Then I may stand corrected.
So I found a 36-year-old
Senior.
by the same name.
So
Used to live in Rio Rico. Used to live in Tucson.
let's see him.
Well, this is a background, so I don't have a picture.
Did we look him up on the Book of Faces?
I'm fixing to. I just wanted to
I'll go
run
there.
this first.
Of the profiles for that name are locked that are in the area of Tucson.
Of course they are. What the
And-
fuck? Do we have an
Oh,
address
OG
for
is
this
saying,
place? Where? This is an apartment. Never mind.
OG is saying in the chat that Kristen showed us the proof that there was a $6 million Bitcoin transaction.
Oh shit.
I will say there's 2 screenshots I have, but I cannot confirm that they are legitimate, not AI. So I'm trying to confirm that.
If Kristen said it, then I trust it. If Kristen said that, because I missed some lives because I had to drive.
Kristen's really good about confirming facts before talking.
Are you wearing a clatter ring? I could swear I saw one. Your ring. Is it a clatter ring? Do you have one? Girlfriend, we have the same ring. I saw that. I'm like, that looks like the same ring. Okay, sorry. Back to the regularly scheduled program.
No, I'm Native American and Irish, so I have one for each of my sides of the family.
Nice. Yeah, I have one too that I wear all the time. Cool. Yeah, my Irish side.
I've had that for years and years. My mom was Irish. She was a little short, redheaded woman. And then that's from my dad's side of the family. I
Pretty.
haven't taken them off in a long time. I want to see people. Show me the people. I don't want the Carlos in Orlando.
That's her new pet. We're shipping it from Arizona.
This is our new mascot.
We gotta name him. What's his name?
My yard armadillo's name's Fred. So
Fred Jr.
could be.
I think Sarah Sue named him Capri.
Oh, there we go. I think we should stick with Capri.
We shall name him Eduardo.
I bet he got more information than JLR did today.
Thank you for the heart, me.
That's funny.
Is his name JLR or Brian? Whose name? There's two different. So JLR is Jonathan Lee Richards, and Brian is Brian Enton. Two totally different people. About the same height, but different people. Wilcox, Arizona. Ooh, these people are on top of this. It's not the same guy at all. Eyebrows look similar. Let me see your eyebrows. Where's my damn picture at?
Got eyebrows, honey. They're the holes for the mask. If you look at the second fit.
That's what it is.
Yes. I looked at it really, really good today. At first I thought it was eyebrows.
Well, hell, I thought the flashlight in his mouth was a gold tooth that was reflecting off the.
Oh my God.
This is what being on a case for too long will do to you. Tat-its in the house. It'll make you crazy. You start seeing shit that's not there. Crazy.
Like javelinos.
What's up, my peoples?
Hello.
Boots.
And
My head hurts. I have spoken to Vice today in regards to Cadence Crawford.
oh, my pet's name. His name is Eduardo.
So, for those of you who don't know, Cadence Crawford, my wonderful girl that just grabbed a hold of my heart the minute I saw that she was missing a while ago, has taken off again. She is back with her Raffiker, and yeah, so you're gonna hear snoring. My husband is snoring, so forgive him.
Forgiven.
So I've been speaking to Penny, her grandma, and yeah.
Mom, did you hear the good news today that I came up with? Not to change the subject.
What?
I got a call from the school today. My child's going to graduate a year early.
That's awesome.
This
That
is a
is
kid.
so awesome.
They told me 2 years ago that she probably would never graduate. She was so many credits behind. And once I got her on all that medication, things just changed. And now she's ahead of the game and she only needs like 6 more credits to graduate.
Wow. But she's excited.
You know, we're in a lot better place than we were because, Boots, I'm going to tell you, she's one of those kids that would have grabbed your heart because she's disappeared on me before. So we're in a
Oh,
lot better place.
well, good.
Is Boots in here? I haven't seen Boots in a while. Has anybody seen Boots?
She's
Yeah,
at
she
the
was in
top
my
of the
life.
page. Oh,
That
where'd you
was
go?
Tatted. Tatted was at the top of the page. Where'd she go? Somebody dropped.
As
I'm sorry. I
That
thought
is
it was
her.
Boots.
Boots was just in my live right before this mine.
Okay, I knew
As
I saw
long
her
as she's
somewhere.
okay.
Yeah, I've been messaging her DMs.
could run her image for on the trafficking sites. So, and yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
How old is she again?
she just literally had her 16th birthday on the 30th of January.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
the picture on the flyer, the picture on the right with her hair down, that was from her birthday dinner.
Mom, can you switch my box with Tatted so that we can see her flyer?
Yeah. Oh.
She's a beautiful girl.
Yes, she
How
is.
old is he?
He is 38 years old.
Oh.
38. And he will not leave her alone.
Now, do you think she ran or do you think he came and got her again?
Well, she ran and they had her grandma give her her Epic School laptop so she could do her schoolwork because she's on homeschool. And so she has that plus she has a couple other electronic devices and she has all of that with her. One of her devices, they actually tried hacking into her grandmother's bank account. They tried taking 3,000 out, but that exceeded her limit, and so she did the 500, and I believe she was able to get the 500.
Jeez.
So, but then now, Penny, Cadence's grandma, just informed me also that Talia, which is Cadence's best friend, is also missing.
Oh no.
Oh, that.
Where are they missing from?
Oklahoma City. And I messaged Josh Gill with our wonderful United Cajun Navy, and he will be back out here next week. Well, this week. So, or no, next week. Sorry, next week. So yeah, so he's coming back. So, I'm just like, I just want to go and pick her up because I have the address for where she's at.
Would she come with you?
I don't know. And he's so dangerous that,
You can't do that. You cannot do that.
yeah,
Yeah,
Do not
no,
do
don't
that.
put yourself in
absolutely
danger.
not. I'm not. I mean, my heart wants to, but I can't do that. And her grandma's, scared that this time he might end up unaliving her. So,
Oh my God.
yeah, it's bad. It's bad. So, but when I spoke to the detective with Vice, he said that he was going to send an officer to the address. And if they open the door, they don't need a warrant to go in. They just have to get them to open the door.
When were they going to do that? Do you know?
I think he was going to send an officer there tonight.
Oh, good.
So, I mean, I feel speaking to the detective, because I called their way earlier today. Well, I got transferred because of my own case. I was talking to my detective on my case, and then I was just asking her questions because, you know, poor Penny, she's just at just her complete wit's end. Yesterday, she actually got the judge approved for her to print off flyers and get them passed out. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh.
So, this is my, yeah. You know, like, I spread awareness for all missing cases, but I've got my main ones that I'm like deep diving into that I actually, you know, Cadence is one, Matthew McDonald is the other one.
Yeah.
So, just like I did with RJ, you know.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I got my Matthew McDonald shirt in the mail today, everyone.
Oh,
I
you
know
did?
I got mine yesterday. I got mine yesterday. I've got my bracelet on right now. It says Matthew's Army. I absolutely love it.
Todd, are you going to be able to?
I'm looking, but I can't verify which one of these Carloses is the right Carlos.
Yeah.
Todd, did you? Are you going to make it out for the protest?
I'm going to try. I start work on Tuesday. I haven't made that announcement yet, but I mean, I told mom, but I went for a job interview yesterday and I got hired on the spot.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going back to working with developmentally disabled adults.
That's wonderful. I've actually done that in my I actually worked when I was in college. That's what I did.
Yep. I absolutely love that community. Thank you, his wifey. So yeah, I was a job coach in California before I moved out here. So
It's awesome. Congratulations.
thank you. Thank you. And update on my own case. She got fired from her job today. So
I'm familiar with your case.
we have a fatal attraction, a female that my husband used to work with, and she got into his employee file and took pictures of his job application from when he worked there and the photocopies of his driver's license and social security card. And she drove by the address that's on his old driver's license, sent pictures to him showing that she was there. She sent pictures of the driver's license and all that and said, I know where you live. She's made unaliving threats to me, my husband, and our daughter.
Oh my God.
Our daughter's only 7.
Oh.
You know, there's a couple other things that she's done. DA has picked up charges. Yay.
Thank you.
One of the charges is a felony.
Good.
And she got fired from the job today and got a police escort out and got trespassed.
Oh,
and
good.
Right after she got fired, she immediately started calling my husband.
Oh.
So
He's gonna have to change his number.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing because he's got so many people that he'll have to recontact, and
Right.
you know,
Such a pain.
it's a headache.
Monique,
So
if you go to my If you
He
go
doesn't
to
have to
my
work tomorrow.
bio, there is a link tree. You can click on it through the link tree and it'll take you straight to my profile.
Hopefully my husband doesn't have to go work tomorrow, so we can go to the family advocacy center that they told us to go to. We won't have to pay anything for filing court stuff for the VPO for the protection order, and we're going to request that it's a lifelong protection order. No
I hope they
contact.
give it to you because I applied for a lifetime. They gave me 3 years, and what happened, Mom?
You have to go
It
get it back.
I had to go get it back because it
Wow.
expired, and the following day the phone was ringing.
Oh,
No, I do not carry, and neither does my husband. So we're going to be in the process. Once I get to work, we're going to be in the process of going and purchasing.
Yes, ma'am. That's something I never thought. I always have had pew pews, but I
Mhm.
never thought about carrying it all the time, and I haven't been without it in I don't know how long now.
I mean, I've always known they're important, but because of something that happened when I was a child, my dad was a law enforcement officer and he was cleaning his pew pew and it discharged. So, um, due to that, I've always been afraid of them.
me too.
But now it comes to what's more important, my fear of pew pews or keeping my family and myself safe. So,
Monique, it didn't, when you went to my link tree, it didn't take you to my profile. It's Mind of Space Monsters. And it's got the same logo on it. And my background, my banner is a Bigfoot in the woods. It's a black and white picture and it says Mind of Monsters in lime green.
Yeah, your FB took me a minute to find it.
My link tree should take you straight to it.
so yeah, I found mom's.
I'm difficult. I didn't use your link tree.
And for anybody who wants to follow me on Book of Faces, I do have a true crime tatted page. So,
I will. I'll try to find you.
Is Brandy asleep? I haven't heard her voice.
Not yet, but I will be soon. I have to get up in 4 hours.
Oh, I gotta get up in 6.
oh, and this female keeps making fake FB pages and following me from these fake pages. So I've been posting some public posts on my personal page
Yeah.
So
just to throw her off.
I'm
Just to
gonna.
throw her off. Like, I put on there that we moved to San Jose, California, and
Oh,
then
good.
today I went and found some pictures that looked like I had just taken them from San Francisco
Cool.
and posted them on there. So
Well, that's good.
yeah,
A good
yeah.
idea.
Well, I'm
So
going to tell you when I saw that video today of the Nancy Guthrie thing, I
mhm.
got triggered because the last picture I have of my stalker is him standing in front of my door cam in the black and white, and all I could see was his eyes.
Wow.
And I knew it was him, and they would not arrest him because they said the eyes were not enough to identify him. But I knew those eyes because I'd been married to them.
Wow.
Mm.
I'll gladly show my stalker. I don't care. She doesn't know about this page, so let's see. Gotta find it. But yeah, she's oh, and then another one of the coworkers, she threatened to pew pew her. in the stomach.
Oh my God.
So that's my stalker.
That is.
Mental illness is real.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So she's going to have a really bad week. She's going to, well, she's had a bad couple of weeks, but first she lost the man she thought that she had. Then now she lost her job and now she's about to lose her freedom. So,
Wow.
Did you see that message from Stephanie Ray?
I feel like a stalker. I'm all alone and on nights mom don't go out. Oh, Stephanie. Oh my lord. Monetized much.
I'm going to put another picture of Cadence up real quick.
Wow.
You know,
So,
as long as he's walking around, she's not safe.
no, she's not at all. Absolutely not. And neither are other young girls.
Hmm.
So it's sad. Like, he should have been arrested after the last time. But
They not considering it trafficking because she's with him.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Let's see.
I know his wifey. I do too. I do too. Just because, like, she's ran to him multiple times.
Is there anything going on at the house?
Let's see, Mom, what you got?
Are you live, baby?
Yeah. This is the car that they
Backpack.
pulled over. Helly, thank you for the heart, me. Why is it cricket?
So, sole occupant? That's his vehicle, folks.
That's a suspect vehicle. We do not say that that's his vehicle.
What are we watching this on?
Can you see it, or did they get the road blocked?
The YT.
Is it JLR?
Yeah, he's the first one I saw live.
Hey mom, hey mom,
Yes.
are you doing the Nancy Tucker case and another missing persons case at the same time?
Yeah. Tatted has Cadence missing again out of Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
And then the vehicle
Okay, I
that
just need to tell you something, mom. I
Thank you.
1000%, 100,000% absolutely. I loved you. I loved you 2 years ago, but I love you even more for doing both of those at the same time. Like
thank you.
that, just clicking on it on the app after this afternoon and seeing this means the world to me. Like it's huge. I just
Aw.
want to thank you for
Dana,
cover the least.
if I could have Crystal's picture in the box too, I would have her up in the box too.
No,
So
like she. This is a missing person. This baby can come home. Like Crystal can't come home. Like Crystal gets her time, but and Nancy can come home. My sister, but knowing that another case is being covered too, because there's been so many cases over the past couple of weeks or the last 10 days that have been missed because of covering Nancy's case. But I know Mind has been sharing flyers every single day, and she hasn't forgotten about the 126,000 people that are still missing. So this is refreshing to see, and it gives me hope that both can be done at the same time. Like that, mine, that means everything to me.
Oh, I love you, Jana.
Jenna, your celebration of life was beautiful.
I can't
It
wait
was
to see.
beautiful.
I guess somebody recorded it live. I don't even have like enough words to describe how many, like, we had just enough people there, but the creators that came took over the walk around the square. I didn't go because I had to be interviewed first, and I'm so glad I didn't go because my sister's husband was on the square and they saw him and the locals pointed him out. My daughter was with them and they actually did the interview for the news station right in front of him. I don't know. I would have lost it. And the creators treated my family like they were their family. The cameras were set up, the phones were set up, and stuff my family is not used to because they're not social media like they're not on social media. My twin brother was like, "What's with all the cameras? Is it TikTok?" I was like, "Yeah, it is." And they were so welcoming, and it was a sense of closure. Like it was a huge sense of closure,
Well,
and
God
I love it.
definitely was shining on you all that day because it
Yes,
was beautiful.
it was amazing, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And now, like the sole purpose of Crystal's advocacy is to make sure that every case is treated the same, not only in investigations, but in missing persons cases too. Every case deserves the same amount of attention to me. And just seeing this, I don't care if she's a runaway again and again and again, she still deserves the attention. She's still a child. And
And
I don't
she's
know.
with a really bad person, Jenna. She's with a guy that is a really, I mean, and you know me, I don't say that lightly. He's a really, really bad person.
So, I mean, and she's in danger and like, I don't know, just seeing both of these together, like they can be covered together, like that makes me more emotional than anything. Because I haven't seen,
Aw.
I've been, like this afternoon has been terrible. Like I had somebody in another creator block me because I simply said there's 126,000 people missing. Pick a case. Don't get mad because somebody is covering a case that you want to cover and you're not getting the followers you want or whatever. Just pick another case. Pick a lesser known case. Pick a case that is what and I use Sam as an example. See if Sam's awake. If you're familiar with Sam, take Sam's case. Take Kara's case. Or find a new case that hasn't got any coverage because I just think back to Sam and I wanted to know what's going on with Sam and the search and rescue team so bad. And I just feel like some of the cases have been pushed to the wayside and this is refreshing. And you got a lot of brownie points for me, Mom. A lot of them. You can catch them in one day.
You don't know what's going on with the search and rescue team?
No, I haven't. I just saw you on live.
There's actually a couple of updates that you probably don't know about then. So the search and rescue team is going out sometime either the end of this month
Hmm.
or in March. They were able to meet with law enforcement, so that's in the works. But get this, Sam got to do an interview with News Nation last week.
No freaking way. No way.
It'll be out the end of this month or the first week of March.
And that baby, and I call her a baby because she looks like a baby, has advocated for her brothers, if I'm not mistaken, solely on her own
Mm-hmm.
and saying, I just, and she's not saying he's still with us. She's not saying that. She just wants to know what happened to him. Y'all are like, this is amazing. And I see another one down here shared, another flyer, like, and there's 64
Yeah.
people here. Imagine that if there was 3,000 people in here. And like, I don't know, that just makes me so happy to see that.
We don't have anything on him, right? Still?
Um, they found his remains. He's no longer with us, honey. I was gonna
Thank,
give that up.
thank you.
Like
Yeah,
this is the way it should be. Like giving a voice to every case, and it might not be the family members up here talking every time, but at least their face is being seen.
Absolutely.
I'm
And
gonna go. I'm gonna come back because I'm gonna go take those off my page because they're all posted there.
Okay, Jackie, I'll send you the memorial.
I was afraid of that, and I told you that in the beginning. But
Yeah.
I always pray and hope that
Well, you know, we have to hold out hope.
right.
You have to hold out hope and prepare for the worst, if that
right.
makes
Get
sense.
that information today or yesterday.
Today.
Okay.
Well, this evening.
Because his daughter's cousin, who's a male, reached out to me and thanked me for posting those in the last few days.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, she's Misty's not taking it very well at all.
But she knew it was a possibility. She did because she did mention that. But it's never an easy thing to accept. It isn't.
Oh, wait, was he
I know.
found?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was found on Sunday, but they had to confirm it was him.
And he was in the park.
I don't have all the details yet.
Okay.
That's very sad, but at least she has closure and she knows where he is.
No, and he was another one. Just like our other gentleman that took off in the kayak. They never found him either, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did they never did
Yep.
find him?
No, Chris. They never found Chris.
Mm-mm. Unfortunately, people get ill and they get depressed, and life just changes for them.
Yep.
Not been found. It's another gentleman that was missing here in Oklahoma that, yeah, unfortunately they found his remains on Sunday.
McDonald?
No,
No.
they haven't found him.
Matthew.
Matthew Spencer.
Yes,
That's Kara's brother, right?
yes.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Oh, that's beautiful, Mom. Did you make that?
No, Bones made it.
Will you share it with me, please?
I love
I already
that.
sent it to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll make it big so everybody can see it.
Oh wow. Aw, Garland.
Yeah,
Uh,
Bones. It's really
wow.
pretty. It says, "We're extremely sad to report that the body of Garland Birch has been recovered in loving memory of Mr. Garland Birch, already riding horses along the trails in heaven. Over the past few weeks, while working with missing persons cases, I have learned who Garland was beyond a flyer, beyond a name. Through conversations, I began to understand the depth of a man he was and the impact he had on those around him along the way. I learned the connections that quietly tied him to my own life through my grandfather and through other locals to me also knew Garland. What started as a case became a personal reminding me how closely woven and communities are and how one life can touch so many and don't realize moments like this. The investigation into his death is ongoing. Please respect the family's privacy and grieving during this time.
Wow.
Come back, okay?
You know,
Hey, hey,
Yes.
Mom, I sent you the details about this guy that I have up. Stephanie Ray in the chat brought him to my attention.
okay.
For sure.
Um, so recent news reports highlight two districts missing persons cases involving David Robinson. Disappearance of David Robinson, 32, as of February 11th, 2026. Michigan State Police are searching for 32-year-old David Robinson, who went missing in late January of 2026. He was last seen on January 27th, 2026, leaving his parents' home in Michigan. His vehicle was found. It is a 2012 black Dodge Ram with Michigan plates EAF8157 with a YouTube mechanic sticker. Was located and towed by Illinois State Police in Woodford, Illinois on February 1st, 2026. He left without his wallet, his cell phone, and he was last seen wearing sweatpants and a black Blessings of the Bikes 2025 hoodie. Current status: authorities and families still are actively searching for his whereabouts. Ongoing advocacy: David Robinson II, father of Daniel Robinson. The name Daniel Robinson is also frequently heard in the news to regards to Daniel Robinson II, a retired veteran who spent years researching for his son Daniel Robinson, who is a geologist who went missing in Buckeye, Arizona in June of 2021. Daniel's Jeep was found. I'll finish reading it, but
I just
you
copied and
guys don't.
pasted it from Google, so it may have intertwined
Yeah.
other cases.
Daniel Robinson is missing in Buckeye, Arizona. He was a geologist. His Jeep was found flipped upside down. There has been ground searches, air searches, all the searches you could ever imagine. And there's nothing. There's not a trace of him. His dad did run for Congress. David Robinson is, I mean, he's an amazing human being. Like, I'm talking about when I say a warrior of a father that has never stopped saying his son's name.
Wow.
Like, literally,
Is he missing out of Michigan or California?
Michigan.
Okay.
I think Stephanie said that his truck was found in Indiana or Illinois.
Do what, love?
I'm glad we're doing this now and not the other thing. I'm exhausted from the other thing.
I'm just so
Same.
happy to see that it was done at the same time and that y'all have flyers up for missing because I went on a rampage earlier and I got blocked by somebody and then my page got restricted because they started reporting my page. So I got like two or three restrictions on it. And I like came unglued
Seriously?
because, yeah, I came unglued because like this is my sister's page. Like I just turned it into the Justice for Crystal page after she passed. And if like if it gets bananas, I would lose my shit. Like it would be bad. Like I would go through legal systems with lawyers to make sure that they got caught for harassment or whatever. And all I did was just go in go and tell them that statistically there's 126,000 missing people right now in the United States. Pick a case and stop getting mad because other people are making money off of a case. Like it's not about the money. I promise you, it shouldn't be about the money. And I got blocked.
Yeah, it does deserve attention, but every case deserves attention.
Every case deserves it, and I understand you can't give every case the same amount of attention because you don't have all the information in every case, but you can give it the same amount as far as exposing it. And I explained it to him like this. My sister's news segment, out of the three, it's been between 4 and 8 minutes long. And that those news segments does so much for my family as far as exposure. If you do a 90-minute live TikTok every day, you know you're going to go live for 90 minutes. If you have a family member up there for 90 minutes and they're able to tell their loved one's story, and then you're able to record it and they can share that on social media, That's huge for a family that has no coverage. Like huge, because they don't have to keep repeating their story. They can say, "Hey, go listen to this," and then when they Google their loved one's name, it might pop up a missing persons flyer or obituary if they're not here anymore, and then it's going to pop up that TikTok video, and that means everything to a family that has no coverage whatsoever. And I don't think everybody understands that. And I got on the rampage, like with Crystal's case, like we expect law enforcement to follow the same rules for everybody, no matter where you're from, who you love, what color skin you are. Follow the same pattern when you're investigating unalivings. You should do the same thing when you're advocating for missing people. Treat them all the same because nobody is superior to have.
No, I totally agree.
I 100% agree. Hi, everybody. I just wanted
Yeah.
to say one thing, if it's okay. What I'm
Yeah,
not
Barbara.
understanding with
Mikasa
all,
Sukasa.
pardon me?
Mikasa Sukasa.
I'm just not understanding. I have, every time I see her family on the news or everywhere you go right now for the past 10 days, I feel the pain of them missing their mother. But what's wrong with taking maybe another minute out of that news and putting a different family's flyer up there for just a moment so they're seen?
Yeah, for 1 minute, for literally,
I
Barbara,
mean, it
just
would
Barbara,
take
for
a
one
minute.
minute. 1 minute. 1 minute can change a lifetime. Like just one single minute of showing that a missing person's flyer or a person who passed away and the case wasn't handled correctly, and it's exposure. And that's what the advocacy is for. And I don't know why people can't understand that. And yeah,
It's
and I know it boils down to money. I get that. TikTok, some creators that this is their only income. I promise I understand that. Like, I get it. It's it's a huge thing, but at the end of the day, what's worth more, $100 in your bank account or the smile on a parent's face when their 15-year-old comes home?
exactly. That's why I got on here when I heard you say that, because it's like all for, well, the past week. That's all you see. And it's like, wow, if they just took 1 minute of that, all that coverage,
Yeah,
and put another person's fire of another loved one, would be
yeah,
absolutely amazing.
right. And then all the resources and the resources, I'm not saying they're being wasted. They're being utilized to find this lady who is in dire need of medication or whatever. I understand that, but why are those same resources not used in a regular case? Like this, Miss Guthrie's case is taken over bigger than the Summer Wells case, Sebastian Rogers, John Benet Ramsey. Like this, to me, this is the biggest case I've ever seen in my
Me
life, and I'm
too.
26 years old.
Me too. I
And I guess maybe because a ransom was involved, I don't understand the mentality behind it.
I've
At
been
I
first, my
think
heart
it's
went
struggling
out to
with it
her.
because
myself. I've been so stressed out. It feels like my brain is just keeps just going 100 miles an hour lately listening to it, and I want to support it. And like I said, when I see her family talking, I physically can feel their pain. But then I start wondering, why can't, because I guess we're nobodies because we're not loaded.
Well,
I don't
when I came in
understand it.
here and a monster had the live feed going on one device and one window, and then someone else had a flyer. That was the most perfect thing I've ever seen because it had equity. Not equality, because equality is different than equity. It had equity. It gave, like, the playing field was even. You had a missing person, you can see the flag, you can see the face, making sure that it was there, and then you had the other case playing. That was the most beautiful thing ever because it can be done. And if a person says it can't be done, Mind Monsters just did it.
Right. When I saw you live a while ago, I was like, great, it's gonna be about something else.
Barbara, I'm so glad you're in here. I friended you a long time ago because of your story, and I could not remember your name to find you. And I don't know to say fortunately or unfortunately, I have over 11,000 friends on TikTok. And so I couldn't remember your name, and I was scrolling and scrolling and scrolling one day, and now I'll remember.
I do the same thing. I've become started following so many people lately. Now I'll get on some.
because she wanted to go. And she's 17. I'm not going to stop her. And when they went, my sister's husband was right there. Like he was right there on the square. And he heard everything.
Yeah, I
So,
watched the whole thing. It was beautiful. I sat here by myself and just cried like a baby through the whole
and
thing.
I wouldn't trade it for anything whatsoever. I appreciate every creator that's said my sister's name, everything. Um, and
Your
especially
sister was
I go back
there.
to mom because mom has been with me since YT, and she's just like you, Miss Barbara.
Yeah.
I mean, mom just, I don't know.
Well,
She's
we're
just
going to do
mom.
some. I think we're going to do something in the future because it'll be 4 years, the 28th of this month.
Yeah. And
And
Miss Barbara, sometimes you don't have to let it go because I hate that saying. You
I
definitely can't let it
can't.
go.
I don't know how. I live
You
alone. I
but
don't
you have to
have
celebrate.
anybody. How do you do that? I
You
breathe. I live and breathe it every single day.
you take a day, and I use my sister's arriving date, which was yesterday. I used that weekend before on purpose because the holidays are okay, the birthdays are okay. The day that she passed that I can't get through. And I used that day and I used it this year to celebrate the life that she lived, who she was as a person. We were not allowed to talk about the case. None of the creators while they were here talked about her case. Nobody did. We didn't discuss what happened to her. Nothing. We talked about who she was as a person, like and what she enjoyed doing and the funny things she did. And Miss Barbara, sometimes that's a sense of closure. It will never bring him back, but it will give you a sense of closure to know that that you're going to be okay, and then that's going to give you a boost to keep fighting.
Well, I believe he's in a better place than I am because this world's not very good anymore. Watching what's going on. I just got a
Yeah,
phone call from my son Michael's best friend that he went to school with, his mother tonight, and he went to, I don't know if I could say it, JAIL, because he's got a problem now and it scares me.
well, I just think that you maybe create you or have somebody help you. You pick somebody, and if you need help, you just tell me, and I can help you. Create you a little Amazon wish list. Find you a place to have. Where do you live, Miss Barbara?
Missouri.
Okay, Missouri. Find you a place, Missouri. That's not that far. Like that's pretty much in the middle of everywhere. A little venue for like I paid I think $300 for it, planning it ahead of time, and do an Amazon wish list because that's what I did, and people bought the stuff for the decorations and things like that, and I didn't even make the video. I didn't do anything. All these creators did that
That is
because everybody
amazing
has a
what that
talent.
was.
Everybody has some sort of talent that they're good at. That you have decorators and you have singers and you have all these people, and you have a celebration of life. And if 5 people show up, wonderful. If 25 people show up, great. If 50 people show up, that's okay too.
Yeah,
And you
it's hard
celebrate your
when you're
son.
doing it alone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I'll be going down there the 28th and I'll be sitting there alone because I
But
don't know
you're
how
not
to
you're
let
not
it go.
alone because you have these people on this app. But just realize that, sometimes we have
These
to get over how they live.
anniversary things, I mean, I don't even, they're not called anniversaries. I don't know what to call it, but these dates that come up, like the date that he was found and those things that come up, they're overwhelming. I've done nothing, it seems like, but cry for the past week. And then I've been watching Nancy, and it's like I just been overwhelmed this whole week. Well, mom here, she knows it. I've talked to her on the phone, having a breakdown. I just didn't know. I don't know what to do. My brain just keeps. It feels like I'm getting. It's just going so fast. I went to the doctor, got on some medicine, but I think that medicine's made it worse. So I got another doctor's appointment. I got to do something because it's. I'm been getting overwhelmed.
Well, I just think that you need to. It's it's still fresh. It's only been 4 years. My sister's was 3, so it's
It
around
feels like it just
the same.
happened. That's the crazy thing. It
Right.
still feels like it just happened. And I'm
But I,
grateful though. When I look at these missing flyers, I am so grateful that he was found. It's unreal how it's a bittersweet moment. I knew he was not alive anymore. I knew that. I felt that with everything in me. But not knowing is enough to drive a person crazy.
oh, and
And so,
I
just
know.
seeing
Trust
that
me.
flyer tonight on here that man was found, that for that family, that's just it's not the outcome that you want, but it's better than the not knowing.
Right, and where I'm at. My sister's case is I will never know what happened to her. Absolutely never, because there's not enough evidence to say she did it or somebody else did it because it wasn't collected. I will never know, and that's okay to me for me to not know because I'm past that angry phase. I'll forgive you for your mistakes. You admitted that you botched the investigation. Now let's move on and get somebody else to take a look at this case. That's where I'm at now. Like I'll forgive you because you're human. Humans make mistakes. You didn't do your job. Let somebody else come in and do it for you. So that was the whole point between, because honestly, in the beginning, it was planned as a protest. And I was like, my sister was not a protest type person. My sister was more of like a Danny shopper and walker. And that's what we did. They shopped, they parked at the sheriff's office, and then they walked the square and they shopped and they celebrated her life. And to celebrate her life and not discuss how she passed was huge. And if you are friends with on FB or here with any of your son's friends or anything like that, I know that they're probably still grieving him too. And you sent invites to them because I had people show up at my sister's celebration of life that I never thought would. I had
The,
an aunt show up that I thought I saw a ghost
the thing
because I
with
hadn't
me
seen her
is
in 10 years.
nobody wants to do that. I mean,
But
I've
because
even
they're
lost
scared.
friends. It's crazy. I've lost friends that I've known for 20 years that knew both of my kids, and they said it's hard to come around me because they knew my kids and it makes them sad. And I'm thinking, well, how do you think it makes me have to live this? And now you guys are just, I feel abandoned and don't have any friends anymore either because it's sad for you. Well, I'm living it every day. And
Well, that's when you
I mean,
reach
it's
out
just
to them
unbelievable.
and tell them that you want us to do a celebration of life. Tell them that you want to celebrate his life, not his death, but his life, and see if they,
I've
you know,
reached out. I've even texted him and said, what have I done that you won't talk to me anymore? And I get nothing. And this has been going on since before Christmas. The girl that I stayed with when I was going to that courthouse, she doesn't speak to me anymore, and I don't know why. I've called, I've begged, I've messaged, I've texted, and nothing. And then I found out it's because that I was told that people have a hard time being around me because it reminds them of the sadness of because they knew my kids. And I'm like, so I got to be punished for that too. So I guess they really wasn't my friends, to be honest, but I've known some of these people for 20 years.
Barbara,
people,
don't think that some people don't know how to deal with the grief.
yeah, they don't. I've lost friends too because they don't know how to even approach someone that's lost someone.
But
And
that makes it
sometimes,
hurt worse. What do you do? I mean, I'm
I
home alone. I'm home all the time. I'm by myself all the time. I got me a little fur baby and she's awesome.
well, you're
But
not
I
home
mean, I'm
alone
by
because you
myself
have
all the
us.
time now.
No, you have us because I'm gonna tell you right
Well,
now.
yeah,
After
I'm
this
here on this
weekend.
every day. I go to sleep with it. I wake up with it now.
And I'm gonna tell you, these people on this app are real. Like I figured I was insanely scared of meeting creators from this app in person because I wasn't quite sure who I was getting because you can be anybody on the internet. You can portray yourself to be anything you want to. And I was bringing these strangers around my daughters, around my husband to celebrate my sister. And you know what I got when I got these people? I got genuine people who are exactly how they are on TikTok in person. And so I want you to keep that in mind. I'm not saying everybody's genuine, but
Oh, I've
as far
already
as the
been through that
communities that
rabbit
I
hole
go
too,
through,
unfortunately. I
Well,
Like
mean,
Janet,
they,
I've
you
met
got
people on here.
happy and
I've had
Sarah
people call
Sue.
me and ask me for
yeah,
money. They've called me when he was missing. They would call me and ask me for like $5,000 or something that they had him and that he needed his mom, that he was sick and all this. And well, honestly, I told them they were idiots. I don't know. Can I say that on here? I don't know what I can even say on here.
so that,
And
yeah,
the
that's
reward was 25. Why would you call me and ask me for five?
right.
I
I
mean, I
already know
still get
that's,
that stuff. I still get people getting a hold of me and saying the craziest things. It's like, what happened to the world? I don't get it.
yeah. Sometimes our whole world it's not sometimes it does. Our whole world stands still when we lose someone like that tragically. And it's hard to make it start moving again.
Yeah.
And 4 years it's still fresh. I mean, and I know you said you went to the doctor and got on medication. Like the day my sister passed away, she passed away, we found out at like 4:53 that afternoon. On the way to the house, I literally messaged my doctor. I was like, this is what's going on. I had to be put on medication that day. And I'm still on it. I'm tapering off of it. But medication saved my life because I lost my best friend, my mom. Like that's what she was to me. So medication
Ladies,
saved my life.
I have to go to bed, but I want you to know that you are both cared for and in my prayers all the time.
Thank you, because prayer is power. I do believe in prayer. And you have a
Thank,
wonderful
thank
evening.
you so much.
Sleep
Good,
well.
Good night, Jackie.
good night, Mom.
Good
Can you
night.
drop me
Night,
so I don't
Jackie.
screw up your algorithm?
Good night, Jackie.
I
Good
can.
night, Amy.
I'm gonna
Bye,
go
Tatted.
to. I will have you guys in my prayers. Also, I have to get up and watch a 4-year-old in the morning, so I better get some rest.
Oh, yeah.
So I will be thinking about you all,
Thank you.
and I hope you have a good night.
Sweet dreams.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good night,
Have a good
Deb.
night,
Thank you
Deb.
for coming up.
Night. Thank you. Will you drop me also?
So, can I ask, what can we do when it comes to how do you handle the stuff that's going on right now? And you're seeing the new, I mean, you can't turn your TV on without hearing about it. And it just saddens me. I just don't understand
Um,
that all
well,
these people are so lost and looking for their loved ones. And then all you're seeing is that now.
I have an outlet because I teach kindergarten babies and I get to teach them, but I get to tell them all about my sister, and they love hearing the stories. But in the nighttime, like right now, it's 12:45. I have to get up at 5:30. I can't sleep. Everybody else in my house is asleep. I find people that are live,
That's what I
like
do.
mine, and I come over here and I listen and I watch, and she gives
That's
me
what I
my
do now.
mantras.
I stay on here until I can't find anybody to be on, and then I've been going to sleep about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I get up and then I get right back on here again. That's all I've been doing.
But I'm not gonna say that's completely healthy, but I'm gonna tell you that's a good thing because like Mind of Monsters, like she's just one of the real ones. Like she's sincere and she knows what she's doing, and what I just witnessed was was powerful. And I know she didn't even think twice before doing it,
I
but no
know.
other creator has done that. And
When I
it,
got
it
on here and I saw she was on, and I saw it was somebody else that was missing that was getting coverage, it was like, yes.
yeah,
I
and
mean,
it could
not
be
trying
a
to take away from Nancy by any means,
well,
because
no, Nancy needs coverage too, but and people need to know updates, and I agree with that. But mine had that playing, it was just a vehicle or whatever. She had that playing, and then on the other side was a flyer, and that that's everything to me. And
yes,
somebody said something earlier in another live. They said, well, if I could, I'd put Crystal's picture up here. I don't want Crystal's picture up there because Crystal's not coming home. Like, well, I've gotten Crystal's case. We had a celebration of life. Her case is going to a new coroner. Like, there's going to be updates coming, and when there's updates, then we can talk about Crystal's case. But right now, there's a missing 84-year-old woman and a whole lot of more missing people that are being ignored. They can come home, and every minute counts in a missing persons case. Every
Exactly.
single minute. So no, I don't want Crystal's case talked about. I don't want it up there. I want somebody that could come home, and that's
Well, I'm
where
in the
I got
place
blocked.
where you are. I mean, I believe there is the case is done. It's sitting on the prosecutor and the sheriff's desk, and they won't even answer the phone. That's where it's at this point.
My
And that
sister's
just
case
blows me
remains.
away. I
My
mean, there's
sister's case
evidence
remains
there.
open, and there's nothing they're going to do about it. I mean, unless the three-letter word comes in, there's nothing they're going to do about it. And I've come to peace with that, like of the not knowing. But I'm going to use her case to make sure what I went through doesn't happen to another family.
That's the
Like
way I feel too.
you're gonna think twice before you lie to another family because I recorded them, so they're not going to lie to them. And you're going to think twice before you don't perform basic tests. And I want you to keep it in the back of your mind. Hey, am I going to have to defend this in court one day with a family? And do it right the first time. That's what I want. That's
I
my
agree
ultimate
with
goal.
you. And the other thing is too, I don't want another case ever being to the point where I was. I mean, I'm sure you know, Timmy made that 911 call,
Right,
and he did not get help. I don't. I can't. I never dreamed that that even happened. First of all, and it's like I don't want anybody to ever be in that situation that you can't even get anybody to help you look for a person that made a 911 call that's missing now.
right.
I mean,
And
that just blows me away.
it's an injustice of the justice system. And that it goes back to treating every case exactly the same. And they don't. Sometimes they get
Right.
to pick and choose which
I
cases they
wish we
take more
could find a
serious.
way to have a missing task force because we don't in every state. So that when somebody's missing, they go look for them. But we don't have that. That goes through all the other stuff too. So they, like with Timmy, when I was looking for him, they went from if something else happened or the weekend came, you knew you might as well just give up because you knew they weren't going to do anything. So you'd
Right.
have to wait till Monday again. And the weekends seemed like they were so long. So then you go through the weekend again, and Monday would come. And if another something happened somewhere else, then they're not going to do anything on your case because something happened somewhere else that they have to work on. And if they just could have a missing, some kind of a team for just missing. We got so many missing people, but we don't have a task force for just missing people.
And to have a task force, you would have to have a lot of resources for that task force. And
Yep,
I
that's what
think
I was
that
told.
you have the ability to have that task force right here on this app if it's used correctly and people do it the way they're supposed to. And I'm gonna go back to Bond Monsters again, and she's probably gonna tell me to hush, but she does it the right way. Like
Right.
she fact checks, she gets flyers out, she
Oh
she
yeah,
is
I called her
equal.
one night for some guy in Indianapolis got a hold of me and his brother was missing.
Yeah,
And he got a hold of me and asked me if I could get a flyer. Well, I didn't know how to make a flyer, so I got a hold of Mine Monsters and she made this flyer for me and I sent it to the guy and I said, "Is this you like this flyer?" And he's like, "Yeah, but can I get my name put on it?" And I go, "There's not a creator in the world that's going to get your name for them to call you because this guy sounded like he wanted to go after him himself." And I was like, "I'm not being a part of that." But she sent me the flyer. I copied it off and I sent it to him
because
because
that's
I'm
what Bond
capable of
does.
doing that. I try to do whatever I can to help, but I heard that even trying to get a task force for every state is impossible because of money. So
Well,
it's like,
they
well,
have
maybe this family in the long run have this money. Maybe they'll realize what it feels like to have a missing loved one, and maybe they'll do something good with it, is what I want to
nobody's
believe.
gonna understand how it feels to have a missing loved one until it happens to them, and then
Right.
they'll understand.
That's what I'm
And
saying. And with all the money and resources that she has, maybe she'll do something good out of all of this. I mean, I feel horrible that this has happened, but she has the power and the money to be able maybe to make a difference for people that are missing in the long run. Because
and
I
that's
always stand on that scripture, Romans 8:28, where he says that he works all things out for our good. I don't know what the
Right.
good is yet, but I'm still
But
looking
and
for it.
something good, something something good always comes out because, and I firmly believe this. And I used to hate this saying that everything happens for a reason. I don't know the reason why my sister's not here. I don't know. I know you don't know the reason why your boys aren't here, but there's a reason why they're not. And I don't. When I find that reason, then I'm going to be okay. Like, so that means I've come to the conclusion that I'm completely okay. But that day's going to come,
Well, and that day's
and
going to come where you'll see her again.
when I see her again, but it's going to come before that because I'm going to advocate and I'm going to say her name and I'm going to make sure her name's remembered. I don't care if it's on this app. I don't care if it's on billboards that I keep putting up. I don't care if it's flyers that I put on the windshields. It's going to be remembered. And
That's what
that's
I'm
all.
trying. I want to try to do is get a billboard in that little town because it's not just my son's case. When I sat at that courthouse, I found out about 7 cases. It's the same sheriff, same highway patrol, and same coroner in all these cases. So I was thinking that if we could, the families could get together, we could put a billboard up where Timmy's billboard was when he was missing, and put all their pictures on there and put justice on the top of them. Because when I go there now, I have boards and it's got all their faces on it because I don't want just I mean, I want justice for Timmy, no doubt. But it's not
Right.
just Timmy, it's all these other families I met sitting there that have lost their loved ones there too, and they've done nothing. They just
Yeah.
they treat you like you're trash and push you around and say you're crazy and all that stuff. And I already know that it's not, they were unalived.
Right.
And
And
and there's
sometimes
only
you have,
4,400 people there. Come on.
and you have to take, sometimes you have to take the emotion out of it. And that's the hardest thing to do is to take the emotion out of it and to present to them the facts that you have
Right.
and tell them this is what I know, this is what I don't have, and present it to them that way. Because when I met with the sheriff and the district attorney, I knew that I couldn't keep the emotion out of it, so I said nothing. And the recordings that we have of those two, I don't say anything because I would have gotten emotional. So I let my brother speak to him. The only thing I said to the attorney at the end was, she said, "Jana, do you have anything to add?" I said, "Yes. Can you spell her name right? Because they spelled her name wrong on everything."
Oh,
That's all I said. And so they never thought in a million years I would come after them. They thought it was going to be my brother, and it
yeah.
wasn't. It's been me, and it's been me, and it's been me, and I've always been the
I've
one that's
seen that.
advocated
I've
for her.
followed your case. I know.
But until this weekend, until this weekend, it's always been me advocating for her. Until Gizmo's World's daughter, they came both of them came in from Illinois. They drove like 13 hours in from Illinois, and Gizmo's daughter, who barely knew Crystal's case, when KTVE asked who can I mic up to ask about Crystal's case, she just blurted out me,
I watched it. It was wonderful.
and she
And I
told
love
Crystal's
the
case
shirts.
perfectly. Yeah, she told it perfectly, and it wasn't my face. And that was the first time that somebody else had told Crystal's story, and it wasn't me. And it felt so good. And I think that's what you need is somebody else to tell Timmy's story and it to get out that way. That way, there you're not the one that looks crazy. Somebody else is seeing that there's something wrong in this case too.
Yeah.
Because a bunch of people, I mean, they
Well, I
know the
mean, it's
details of
not
the
like I
case.
don't have the evidence to prove what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Right,
Either. I mean, I have the documents to prove what I'm saying is true.
right,
I had one person talk to me, and and I said something about the lightning strike, and they go, "I thought you were joking." I said, "No, I'm not kidding you. I have documents showing that they said, unfortunately, lightning struck. That's why I
right,
couldn't have my paperwork. That's not. They thought I was just making a joke out of it, and because it sounds like a joke, but it's true.
right.
But thank you. But I watched your whole event, and wow, I just cried. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Sometimes we just have to think about some of the good, even though our minds focus on all of the bad.
Right. Well, it took a while. I don't know if it did for you. I'd like to ask you that while you're here. When
Okay.
it was all going on with me, it took me a while to start remembering the good things that, I mean, people would say, well, tell me a good story about him. I would be so messed up over the trauma of it all. I couldn't even think of anything good stories to tell because I was so focused on the trauma of it all. I mean, I just had lost my other son. I lost both my kids in an 8-month period. I mean, we carry our kids for 9 months. I was still trying to grieve my son Michael, and then tonight my girlfriend calls me and tells me that her son is having problems that my son Michael had, and he's in JAL or IL, and I told her, I said, I hate to say this, but I'm happy he's there because at least we know he's safe. She went and tried to get a 96-hour hold on him. And for me, they gave me that with my son, Michael. But she had a mental health counselor with her and everything. And they did not give it to him unless he harmed somebody, they told her. And then last night he did. So that's where he's at now. And he's not getting out anytime soon. But it's pretty sad that it comes to the point where you're reaching out and begging people for help, knowing there's a problem. Because I know I've called the police to my house for my son, Michael. They knew he had a problem. And I couldn't, just trying to get help for him that's another whole story in itself. So I do have a friend, like I said, that called me tonight, and she don't know what to do because that's what they said. And I'm not kidding you. That happened yesterday afternoon and last night. Now he's in JAIL.
Wow.
They said if he hurt somebody, then they would do something, and that's what he did. And it's unbelievable to me how hard it is to get any help when there's mental illness there too.
Right.
Thank you for talking to me tonight. Thank all of you. You guys are amazing. I've been watching you guys now for a while, and it's when I saw your event, I was like blown away. How I think I cried because I saw so much kindness. That there's really kind people out there that really do care because you start feeling like nobody cares and you don't matter and your kids didn't matter. Nobody, you know what I mean? I'm
Well,
sure you've had those moments.
you're in the same community right now that showed up for me, whether they showed up virtually or they showed up, boots on the ground, or they showed up by buying things off the Amazon wish list. You're in that same community, Miss Barbara. So I need you to understand you're not, number one, you're not alone,
Thank
like,
you.
at all. And that if there are people to hear that will listen and that will talk to you, we might, okay, I'm not going to promise you I can help solve Timmy's case, but I can inbox you my number and I can promise I'll answer the phone or text.
I've seen you all over the place. I thought, how is she doing all that?
Because I box hop, and pretty much in the beginning, anybody that would listen to me, I would go in their boxes. And then I found out that mom was over here, and I was like, what?
Yeah, because I was over on another platform and that went down in the dumps because it's crazy how some people say they're going to help you. You give them information and then they think they own the case. And then if somebody else does it, they'll report them because they think it's theirs. It's like, well, wait a minute. That's my son.
Yeah, but
I don't
that,
understand why people do that, but they say they're there to help you. And then you start getting discouraged and down because you're like, I trusted that person. I thought they were going to help me. So it feels like you're riding this roller coaster too of emotions because you'll get all excited thinking you've got this help and these people saying they'll help you. And then another person to get jealous because jealousy's a thing. It's unreal.
right.
But I'm okay. It's just I think this last few weeks has been rough because I know the end of the month is
You know it's
just
approaching. You know it's coming up. I was the
right.
exact same way. I almost canceled the entire event because I got sick, but I knew why I got sick. So I get it. I promise you I do. And that's why I'm going to inbox you my number.
Thank
And
you.
you text or call me. I'll listen. I might not be able to fix your problems, but I can at least listen to them.
Oh, Mine and Monsters. I got a hold of her this week. She listened. I thought I feel bad too. You know, you're having a. I felt like I was having a breakdown, and I think that's just been these last few weeks has done that to me. Because, like I said, it being going on the 4 years at the end of the month, that day just doesn't leave you. That's all I've
Yeah,
been thinking about. I mean, because normally, whoops, normally I can tell Timmy's story without getting too emotional. I mean, even when I would go to the courthouse, I'd just cry in the car on the way there and the way back, you know. I didn't sit there and cry when I was there. I would have people pull over and cry, and I would ask them not to because I didn't want to, you know. So you're strong when you're out there and you can do all of that. But then when then it gets closer to those days, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how to, you know how it is because you've
yeah.
done
You
it.
don't have, yeah, you don't have to explain it, and people that haven't gone through traumatic unalivings don't understand it. But
And then this stuff of being jealous because, oh, well, it's my case. Well, it's my son.
right,
I've went through that. I've been through that roller coaster ride of I've trusted people to say they were going to help me get the story out, and I give them information, and then if I put the information out or give it to somebody else and they put the information out, they get jealous, and then they would report that person. And so now some of the stuff's not even out now because they've been taken down because they've been reported. And it was
that
mine. I paid for that stuff. It was mine to give to that person. Not it, you didn't own it after I gave it to you. I don't understand that kind of stuff.
that's what the argument we had tonight was about. Nobody, no creator, no person on an app owns a family. They don't own a family. They don't own viewers, followers. They don't. And I'm gonna repeat it. They don't own families. They can they can claim the families because they've worked with them before and they protect them, but they can't. They don't own them.
Well, that's what I've been
They
going
can
through on
warn
another
them.
platform.
Yeah, they can warn them and they can take their advice, and that's essentially like mine. Mine, the monsters has my back, and she will tell me who to avoid, and if she says avoid that person, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to avoid them
Avoid
like the
that
plague.
person.
Yes,
That's funny you say that because when I talked to her the other day, I said, "Can I start sending these people to you, and you tell me if you know them or what I should do?" Because I'm so tired of feeling overwhelmed with people saying they're going to help, and then I go through that stuff we just talked about. I just be repeating myself again, but I've been through that. So she said that I could do that now, and she will pretty much check them out for me and let me know if it's safe or not, because sometimes now I'm starting to feel unsafe telling the story because, like I said, there's a lot of good things I did get out and they've been reported. Now they're gone, and they
right.
were good ones.
Yep.
And I mean, I did the lies and did a good job telling the story without the emotional stuff going on, didn't break down, just told the story, and somebody got jealous of it, and now them aren't even, I don't even have them anymore. They've been taken down because of somebody getting jealous over it, like it belonged to them. Did you go through that?
I haven't gone through that yet. I just got blocked because I said that you shouldn't do that, and I got blocked tonight because of it.
Well, then you weren't supposed to be there if that happened.
Well, I shouldn't speak up, but like that's my whole agenda is like I'm not a true crime creator. I'm not going to be able to keep up with flyers and things like that. I can share them all day long, but what I can do is I can advocate and make sure that people treat every case and every person the same. And that goes for TikTok creators too, understanding that you don't own anybody. You Somebody else can cover the case. The more coverage, the better. You can't get mad because somebody else is making money off of it. That's it.
I don't care. Make all the money you want off of it, but don't get jealous
Hmm.
of somebody. I mean, as far as Timmy's case is concerned, I don't care who makes money off of it. I don't want to make any money off of it. I just want a story told so I could get some justice and maybe have some kind of life. And then I want to take the platforms that I have made for Timmy and I want to change them into missing. I'm on, I got thousands of missing FB pages now, and I put all the flyers that everybody I see, Mine of Monsters, everybody I see, and put them on those platforms because there's a missing. It's called Timmy, Find Timmy. I turned that page into a missing page, but then Pappy, he was at your event.
Mm-hmm.
He told me to go on my platform and take some of the missing off of this platform because I didn't have anything else that was just Timmy's. He said, and then start another one for missing and not be putting that up there and blogging up my platform so that Timmy's story can be told. So I did, and he told me how to do it and everything. I really like him. He's a really nice man, and he helped me get that figured out.
I'm gonna tell you about Pappy. Pappy is 6'2".
I saw him at
He's
your event.
he's a pretty big guy. My girls are 17 and 11. They're pretty. They're kind of social, but my little girl can be shy. He walks up and he gives me a hug. I hug Pappy like I almost knock him down the stairs. I'm so happy to see him. He hugs my husband. He goes up to my girls and he goes, "Is it okay if I give you a hug?" He asked them to respect their boundaries, and they say yes. So he
Right.
gives them both a big hug. Later on, my daughters go, "I really like that Pappy asked if he could give us a hug because
What a
they didn't want
gentleman, huh?
they had never been asked that because I don't make my kids hug somebody that they don't want to hug. If they don't want to hug you, they're not going to hug you."
Right.
And so he asked that, and that was it. That was a wrap. They fell in love with him. He was amazing. He gave his best performance of the song "I Believe" by Diamond Rio at
Yeah,
the
I
end.
listened to that. That was beautiful. Like I
That
said, I
was,
watched the whole thing. I sat
well,
here
I wish
by
I could have
myself,
watched the
watched
whole
the whole
thing.
thing, and cried like a baby through the whole thing. I not because it was. I mean, it was sad. It's bit. I that word bittersweet always comes to me because
It
it
was
it was
bittersweet.
so beautiful for what it was. So I always say it's a bittersweet thing. Just like when Timmy was found, that was a bittersweet moment because I was so grateful because I did. I mean, I did not realize how many people come up missing until this happened. You know, it's like
Um,
I think all the time now, I think, well, I'm grateful that he was found. And for him to be found, that was a bittersweet moment. It wasn't what I wanted. I would have liked to have him been come home safe.
right.
But it was, still was bittersweet because I am very grateful that I know where my son is and I don't have to live that nightmare of, oh, I'm telling you, I didn't sleep. I don't even know. Well, the only way I made it was God because there's no way. I never will forget what I went through for that 5 months. And then I talked to some of these families that goes years. I don't know how they do it. Well, they have
Right.
to have a higher power.
MC, Pappy has not made it home actually. Pappy is still in York, Alabama. His brother made it to him. I stayed up till like 4 o'clock this morning and live with him until his brother actually made it to him. I wanted to see his brother's face, make sure he wasn't getting, taken. And they went and they slept in their truck last night because we couldn't find him a hotel. And then hi- they went and they had to go order parts over a two like it was like 100-mile radius of where they had to go get parts for. They got the right parts. They fixed the truck. The truck is running great. It was the starter, some plugs. It's running great, but they're exhausted. So
Yeah,
I
I
got
was
it.
on there last night when when he was his brother showed up too.
Yeah. So I got him a hotel room, back there where the truck stop was at the Comfort Inn, and he and his brother are staying there. I got to meet his brother earlier. He called me and FaceTimed me, and his brother's name is Poppy. His name is Pappy. That's what their grandkids call him. And he FaceTimed with my girls, and um, he's gonna head home tomorrow, and I'm gonna bug him every step of the way. Have him
Did
on
I
Life
hear right
360.
that him and his brother had a flat tire too?
His brother had a flat tire coming out of Kentucky, and so he had to pay like $200 to get that fixed.
I was like,
And
man, that poor man needs a break.
yeah, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I felt incredibly guilty because he was here because of me,
Oh, but
and
he wanted to be there with you.
he wanted to be there, and it could have happened. Like he said, it could have broke down on the side of a Tennessee hill, and it would have been bad. And I felt completely guilty, but he was well taken care of. I made sure that he had everything he needed, and he got to spend time with his brother, and him and his brother are 10 years apart, just like me and Crystal were. And it just, you know, I told him, I said, maybe God said you needed to spend some time with your brother. I don't know.
He'll be in your life
Um,
for the rest of your life now. You know that.
yes, I'm stuck with Pappy. Pappy is Pappy is a very special person, and he's very easy to get along with. My brother, my twin brother, he got him to go on the live, and I wouldn't trade anything for meeting Pappy. I wouldn't trade anything for meeting Sarah Sue or any of them that came.
Well,
And
I talked to
especially,
him and he said that he would help me with Timmy's, but he was, doing Crystal's thing for you and stuff. And I said, that's wonderful. So then I watched that whole thing and oh, it was so beautiful. And then I loved the colors and all of it was just,
yeah. But and my thing is, I don't want to do that every year on the 9th of February. That to me, I don't want
I
to
don't
relive
even
that
like
every year.
February anymore.
No. So what I want to do every February, it doesn't have to be the 9th. It could be any day in February. Is I want to go to another family, any family that we can find that maybe they're seeking justice, maybe they're looking for a missing person, and we could do a walk around the square or walk around the last area they were seeing, whatever it might be, pass out flyers to tell about their story and advocate for them for a weekend and do
Right.
it in Crystal's memory because that's what I want people to remember is how much she gave. And I
Wow,
can't,
that would be great to honor your sister like that too. That's honoring
yeah.
her.
So that's what we're gonna do. My husband said that that was completely okay. So every February, that's what we'll do.
Well,
And
I want to be in on that February thing because I'm
yes,
right now I'm not liking February at
well,
all. February is the worst month to me.
well, if you want to call it, in memory of Crystal McCoy and Tammy D's, come home because if February sucks for you and it sucks for me, and you can do it in memory of Timmy, and we'll pass out two flyers. I mean, we had
Oh,
some
I
Gary
got a
Wayne
nice
Sutton stuff.
printer.
We had some Gary Wayne Sutton stuff. Crystal's case, I wish that some more of the stuff would have came in, but it didn't come in. It came in till later, till we got back.
Oh,
So,
I actually got a really nice printer and I got letters and markers and stuff. I even got markers where you can draw stuff on your clothes. And I started making these coolers because now since this has happened, I have to get injections in the back of my arms every 2 weeks. And when they deliver the medicine, they're in these coolers. So over the summer, I was putting missing flyers of people in Missouri on them, and I was handing them out to the homeless that are standing, with signs on street corners around the city and stuff. Because I thought, I always see them out standing out there with their signs asking for money, or food or something, or the homeless. So, and you can read their signs. So I thought, well, why not make them coolers and hand them to them with water in them and stuff? And then when people are driving by, they're seeing those people's faces on those coolers too. And just,
right,
I don't, it's so easy to help someone else. I mean, even making signs for somebody else, it's not hard. It makes you feel good that you're doing something for somebody else. It's just when I have to do stuff for myself, for Timmy, that's when it's hard. Doing something for somebody else is easy. Making a sign for somebody else, because I got everything to make signs now. I made my own letters and everything and
yeah,
been going to the Capitol and stuff and making signs and putting them on the chairs of missing people in Missouri because you get like 30 chairs on each side and then there's like a line that you get to walk down an aisle you walk down and I would turn the chairs around because when you walk in the Capitol as soon as you walk in there you could get that little area and it doesn't cost you anything to do it but you have to it's a long process to get the date and all that, but you get that. And I would make these signs and turn the chairs around, and I would put each person in a chair because I wanted everybody to see that it was a human being, it was a person,
right,
and that helps. Doing things like that, helping other people,
Wait,
has helped a
Teddy.
lot. But boy, when it comes to having to talk about Timmy, that's when I struggle. And do
yeah.
you struggle when you're? I mean, how did you handle that part?
I can tell Crystal's story verbatim, word for word, every time, like the whole timeline. with little to no emotion whatsoever because I've said it so many times. Um, that's why True Crime News used so much of my brother's interview because it was raw emotion until I start talking about my girls. Because when I start talking about how it affects my girls, then I'll lose it. But I've repeated myself so many times over and
Yeah,
over again.
you probably know the dates, don't you? I can tell you the dates and when
I,
what happened without even looking at my calendar
I can
now.
tell you everything I did February 9th after I found out she passed away. That was yesterday.
Hey,
And
on that
like,
note,
I'm sorry.
I just woke up again. Um, I'm not sleeping good tonight, but I just heard Jana's last like two sentences,
hmm
and I just wanted to interrupt real quick and tell you about your girls, tell you how beautiful and proud and I was of them, and you're doing a great job, and it really shows through.
I called
Um,
them into my bedroom that night, Saturday night. They thought they were in trouble because I called them together. And when I call them together, usually they're in trouble.
oh,
And I sat them down and I said, "Let me tell you something. I'm always proud to be your mom, but I always accept you for who you are." I said, "But this weekend, like you have proven to me, you know how to act, you know how to behave, you know how to be sisterly, and I'm beyond proud to be your mom. Like you handled yourself really, really
Hang on,
well."
let me take my green screen
they
down.
they were
Okay.
they really showed out for you. They were like I really felt like they were really mature and carried themselves with you know grace and class. I
They
don't know
did.
how else to say it. I'm like half asleep, so I just woke up and I had to pee, and I picked up my phone, and I'm still in the box. And so I just wanted to tell you, I'm proud of your girls, and I'm proud of you too, as a mom.
Well,
You're doing a good job.
thank you very much. That means a lot because it's sometimes I have to hide things from them, and as they got older, I cannot hide things from them.
And you know what? They're watching you be strong too, and that's something I struggle with personally, like with my kids, like knowing how much like is okay to like grieve in front of them and how much is too much.
Right. And see, that's
It's really hard.
the beauty and the horrible part of medication is when they put you on medicine after a tragic event, they up the dosage until you're numb.
Yeah.
And so for like a year and a half, 2 years, I've been numb to where I can't cry. Like I feel sad, but I can't cry. So right before the holidays, I decided to come down off of it, like from 100 milligrams to 50. And
Hmm.
so I have a little bit of emotion in there. And then, so now after yesterday, I asked the doctor, I was like, okay, February 9th is over. I want to come down to 25 because like eventually I want off of them
Right.
because it's not a long-term thing.
Right.
And so we'll see. Because I don't want to be numb anymore. Like I want, like I need to cry and show emotion. Like absolutely.
Right. And Miss Barb, I'm really sorry I interrupted you.
That's
I just wanted
okay.
to say that to
No.
Jana, and I love you too. And I heard you saying about Timmy, and my heart goes out to you still. But I'm still half asleep, so I'm gonna go back to
You sound
sleep.
like you're half
I'm gonna
asleep.
go lay back down and try to go back to sleep again.
Well, good
And
night. Thank you.
I love you all. Good night.
Sweet
Night.
dreams. I know it's going to get better. I mean, I can't say it hasn't gotten better, but I don't know. Maybe it's the month. It's just this month because it's since this month has hit. It seems like I feel like I've started all over again as far as the emotional roller coaster.
It is 1000% the month of February, Miss Barbara. I can tell you that it's the month
Because
because
in
you're just waiting.
September, I went and got me a little dog because I lost my dog during this too. My neighbor was watching my dog and then ran over my dog. I lost my nephew right before Timmy was found. So there's been a lot of loss. And I was sitting here, and so September I got myself a little dog, and I feel like the last week she's looking at me like I'm like neglecting her. Couldn't say it right, but and and then I feel bad because I'm not loving on. It's just February, but I mean I'm okay. I know I'm gonna be okay. I've gotten through all of this, so I know I'll be okay. It's just we could skip February, but if you're going to do that stuff in February, let me know because I want to go. I want to be a part of something good in the month of February. Just get over
Well,
this hurting.
it's gonna be. I'm gonna try to do it every like the second week in February. I don't want to end a time with Valentine's Day or anything like that.
Well, please let me know when you do that because I would like to be a part of that. That would be
Oh,
amazing.
absolutely,
So I just jumped on
absolutely.
here. Hi, you guys. It's Shelly.
Hi, Shelley.
Okay.
So I have to tell you, Miss Barbara, that I hear you and I feel you, and I'm I'm so happy that you're here tonight because I do think that you need some encouragement and you need some love from people, and it's better to be around people than to be in lonely spaces. So I'm glad that you have this wonderful group of people that we've all found.
Well, I met mine a monsters, and I just been starting to just follow her around, and I've called her this week, and it's been rough. Well, the month of February, I guess, is what it is because I have not been this bad, but this last few weeks, it's been overwhelming.
I have to tell you that grief is like one of these things that it comes and goes. Like you think you might be over it, and then all of a sudden something happens and it rolls back in like the biggest thunderstorm you've ever had in your life.
No, I feel like I can't breathe sometimes this last few weeks.
And without having people around you, you're not going to make it through it. So you have to keep talking. I hear you saying that you're home alone and all these things, but just keep talking to somebody because there's a ton of people right here that love you. And I have to tell you, I don't think that I have been as moved as I was by Miss Jana's story because hearing Crystal's story just infuriated me so much. Mom had given me this platform to get some things off my chest that had happened legally for our daughter, some injustice. But man, when Crystal's case came around, like I don't think that I have ever been so mad. But I have to tell you that we can take these things that make us angry and we can turn them into very positive things. And we can make changes if we put our mind to things. And sometimes that's what the path is. The path is really that we do have to go and we do have to have people like Mom who get us all together so that we can share our ideas and share our thoughts so that they can motivate us on to help move the next person and to get the next person helped. And I think that's the path that God's put me on. I'm getting ready to set for the LSAC to study and go back to law school. I'm 45 years old. It's a big, huge commitment I'm making, but God has put me on this path and I know I have to do it. Because the only way that laws are going to change is if somebody like me who's been through the ringer gets up and stands up for a bunch of us and says, look, this no more.
We can all stand together on something.
Well, I'm telling you, it was like Miss Crystal's case that like made me really, really think hard about like I've been home for a couple of years, like I'm like, what am I doing? I'm taking care of my daughter, I'm taking care of my home, my husband, of course, but like, what am I doing? And
What's your purpose? Is what you're like? What do you
well,
think? What's my purpose?
and I have lots of I've always been really independent girl. I didn't get married until a few years ago. Like, this is the first time in my life where I'm like, whoa, I'm not doing much, but I am doing a lot. I have to really like pay attention to the things I really am doing and give myself a little bit more credit. But I do have the time right now, and I can do something, and I can make a difference. And I think I'm going to utilize this wonderful time that God has given me in my life, and I'm going to do this. It's going to be hard. And I told my husband the other day, you're going to have to start helping, buddy. Like, I heard the wash machine going off right now, so I know he's out there washing a little clothes, which is nice because normally he doesn't do that. So,
I had my dryer go. It broke down, and I've had my dryer for 20 years.
Yeah.
And I just was having a meltdown. The dryer was broke down, right? So I started getting on, and my neighbor, she's bought like 3 dryers in the past 3 years. I'm like, I'm not going out and buying some cheap dryer. So I come up with this bright idea. I'm going to look on TV, and the channels, and I'm going to fix it myself.
Oh, I do it all the
Well, it
time.
was $1,200 to buy that same dryer. And I was like, I can't afford to pay no $1,200 for that same dryer. So I'm going to fix, because I'm stubborn, I will say that. So I decided to fix the dryer myself. I wish I took a video of it because it's hilarious. The guy on TV made it look like it was like an hour work. Took me a week. I smashed every finger. They were purple and black. I was inside the dryer with my leg holding the tumbler up. I got it fixed though. I was so proud of myself because I got stubborn and I thought, I'm not going to let that dryer beat me. I went through all of this stuff and I ain't been beat yet. I'm not going to be beat from that dryer.
That's funny that you say that because my window stopped working on my car. And then took it to the dealership. They said they wanted $685 for it. And I was like, what? I'm like, surely I can fix this, right?
You can.
I did. It was like a $25 part. So
it ended up costing me $181 to fix my dryer.
That's the point, though. You can do anything that you set your mind to. And I want you to remember this. Because you know what? There's going to be a moment. I know that you're low right now. But you're going to be having this pep talk with somebody in a couple of years when you get through this. And listen, those hard times still come. This was the hardest Christmas for me. This was the second year my brother's been gone, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't even know. Maybe I just didn't remember the year before, but I remembered, and I was so in my feels, and it was just the hardest. I didn't even want to put a Christmas tree up. It was just ridiculous.
I don't do that stuff anymore.
And but no, I have to. I have a daughter who's 8.
Oh, okay.
We have to celebrate, and I can't I can't stop my life for a little bit of grief. And it was so funny because the thing that got me out of it, here I was sitting on the floor in the bathroom crying and flipping through TikTok, and here's somebody I know just being silly with like tinsel on his head and like just being a funny guy, and I mean, it pulled me out of it. It just gave me enough.
I do that too.
To go a little bit further.
I look for those funny. There's this lady that she's got her mother on, and I don't know the name of her, but I see hers every day. And she's got her mother, and she sings old like disco music and stuff. It's hilarious. And I even got on. I told her, I said, "Thank you so much for you and your mother." Her mother looks like she's probably about 90 because she's probably in her 60s herself. And they do these dance, and then they wear these hats, and they do the disco dancing, and it just makes me laugh. And I got on there, and I made a comment to her. I said, "Thank you for what you do because we need that laughter."
Yeah.
I try to get on something at night before I go to bed that's going to make me laugh. If it's like watching the dog stuff or funny dogs, something that you're going to laugh before you go to sleep.
I think it's
and
important.
I have to, I take a lot to go to sleep.
I think it's important that we all just remember mom, because mom gives of herself to all of us so much and gives us a place to do this and gives us a place to meet people and connect. Mom is such a special person.
That's how I met all of you guys, was from her.
And she does it unconditionally.
I have a hard time calling her mom, though, because she's younger than me.
But Michelle, you just said something. You said, the world can't stop for a little bit of grief. Never minimize your grief, because you can't tell me that losing your brother just barely 2 years ago, because that's still fresh. Is a little bit of grief, because you have a lot of grief,
Oh,
and
it
the
takes me
world
to my
does
knees
stop.
sometimes. Yeah, you're right.
Like your world is still frozen in time. But I have two good little girls too. But your world still has to move on for that little girl. But I promise you, you're still frozen in time. That's why you don't remember the year before, because your world changed to a before and after. Before you lost him, and to it after you lost him. So it's split in two. So never minimize your loss,
The
because
wonderful thing is, because of wonderful people that I've met from this app, like you all know Southern, right? And you all know that Southern has some gifts, and Southern was like, Shelly, you got them too. And so my brother's birthday was December 18th.
mine's the 13th.
And I got up that day, and I was thinking about him, and he was all in my thoughts, and I came in and I jumped on alive, and somebody was giving a reading, and I'm just sitting here, and just kind of listening like I normally do. And all of a sudden, I realized that everything coming out of her mouth is for me. And all
Was
of a
you there?
sudden,
Were you there when Southern read me that night?
did she read you for Crystal?
Yeah.
Oh no, I
You
didn't
did?
see it. Oh my gosh, I
It
wish I would
was
have.
it was not planned. It was absolutely not planned, and she had had a rough day, and she had texted me and said Southern wants to read you tonight, and I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I can stay up that late, and I told Southern before she started. I said, let me explain something to you, Southern. Um, I appreciate who you are as a person. I respect who you are as a person, as a law enforcement expert. I said, and
But I
as
know about
whatever
these
you
things.
are,
Yeah.
as a medium or whatever you are, I respect who you are as a person. If you get nothing, I'm still gonna hold that same respect. If you get something, I understand. I thought we would be there for about 10 or 15 minutes, and that would
Mm-mm.
be it. We ended up for 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
She told me so many things that there's no physical way she should have known. Like she said, does the word June mean something to you? That's not a month. My daughter's name is JC June, and that's what my sister called her. She called her June, and she hated it. And then she said, "Do you wear something around your neck that's like something that holds ashes?" She goes, "Well, wait, you don't have ashes, so it holds something else, like a locket of hair or something." Nobody in their right mind would know that I wear a locket around my neck that holds hair,
Yeah.
like it's clippings of my sister's hair. It was absolutely
It is amazing.
wild.
It is amazing what she does. And when you are able to get that gift, like she was, so I think I was her last read right before she kind of switched.
Southern's in here.
Is she?
Southern.
She's like the best. I like to brag on her because of her a lot of things have happened. Like I do say my life was saved because of her. Because she made the first connection with my aunt and I hadn't been able to do it. She made that connection happen and then all of a sudden I could feel my aunt. So I've always kind of had things, but I don't really know how to use my gifts. But because she did that, like I got a warning from my aunt that I needed to like put the batteries in our fire alarms and everything, y'all. And like a week later, the carbon monoxide meter started going off. And I had to run and get my whole family was here. My dad's 75, my little girl, the dogs, the cats, and my husband had just left, and I had to get us all out of here. And I was like, man, if I wouldn't have been like made that connection and it be opened, like we would have never known. It gets me really emotional.
When
So
Yeah.
she did that one the other night, I was sitting here writing stuff down.
she's amazing.
It was
She is
She's
awesome.
amazing.
it's
But
the it's
But
the she's
I,
so humble about what she
oh,
does. Like
she
she is the
changes
most
lives. I've seen her
humble
change a
person.
lot of lives.
It's
I'm
not
going to
that
tell
she
go
gives
ahead.
hope. Like she gives hope to
She
know
just,
that
they're still
that
here though. And
yeah,
they
there's
can hear
still
us every day.
yes.
And they're here when we're hurting. They know it.
So
Um,
there was a song. If you watch Miss Barbara, you watched the live feed
Yeah.
of the celebration of life. There was a song called "You Can't Lose Me" by Faith Hill. Nobody
Yep.
knows. Nobody knows that's that song that my sister used to tell me to play on repeat when my parents would fight. When she left me to move to New York, she said, "Play it on repeat as loud as you can, so you can't hear them fighting because my parents would fight." And she's
When
like, "It will remind you of me." And so Southern and I were texting, and she goes, I know Crystal was telling me, that you can't, that nothing's going to keep you apart. You can't lose her." And I was like, "What did you say?" She's like, "You can't lose her." And I broke out like I bawled, and I was like, "Southern, have you ever heard the song 'You Can't Lose Me'?" And she's like, "No." And I had to send it to her. And
right?
this is not a regular song.
Yeah.
It's an older country song,
Hmm.
and it's there's no way anybody can know that. And
Sometimes the stuff that Miss Debbie gets, you're like, and there's no way she can know because she doesn't know that kind of stuff. But you're like, man, that's why, like, God gave her this wonderful, wonderful gift.
yes,
And God is giving me this gift. I had no clue, but now I'm starting to hear and pick up for it. And I think, it's only gonna go to good places. I think I was always scared of it and felt bad, and maybe some people had made me feel bad because told me it was a bad thing. But I think different now, and it's good because now that I know they're here and I can feel them here, that grief is a little bit easier to let go. And it was a big turning point for me just in December because I could feel my brother and now I can feel my aunt. And I'm pretty sure they're guiding me through a lot of things. And life looks a whole bunch different a month later, you know?
Yeah, like
Right.
with my boys, I always have to remind myself on a daily basis that they wouldn't want me to be miserable because they loved me, and I have no doubt about that. And I know they knew that I loved them. So I've never felt, I've had people say, have you ever felt bad about this? Like, no, because I always knew that my kids knew I loved them and I loved them very much.
I
But
always
at
tell them.
both of their funerals, I had that song played, Scars from Heaven.
Hmm.
It's a beautiful song, make you cry, but it is a beautiful song.
Well,
And
I'm
I,
going to tell you, you probably, if you just slow down a little bit and you just kind of give yourself some peace and you kind of sit in you, I bet you that you'll start to notice they leave signs and gifts for you all the time. You just have to slow down and make sure you're watching.
oh, I've been seeing them. I actually had a dream, and I don't dream, or don't remember my dreams. And I had this dream, and I remember every bit of the dream. And I was in the courtroom, and I was talking to Caleb, and he was being sentenced, and I took that as a good thing. And I talked to him, and I told him I forgive him because I've already forgiven him. I'm not angry or bitter or anything. I'm not letting that happen to me. So I'm already past that point, but it doesn't mean I don't want him held accountable. And I told him in this dream that Timmy was in a better place than he'll ever be. And I handed him a Bible. And I could not believe I could remember that I actually had that dream. I woke up and I was kind of still asleep and awake at the same time. It was so weird, but I can still remember that dream of me standing in front of him in the courthouse when I got to talk to him. Because I know he did it. The evidence is there if they
Yeah.
just look at it.
Well, and speaking of that day for Crystal's celebration, man, it just blew me away because I got to thinking and I was on the live and I'm looking and there was a lot of people in the live. But even like Ling Ling from Australia, I don't know if you got to see any of the video of the candle that she put on the beach for you.
Oh, I watched the whole thing. It was
For
beautiful.
Crystal. Did
Oh,
you
for
get to see it?
Crystal.
Yeah, Jana, did you get to see it?
Yeah, she sent me pictures
It was
when she did it.
so beautiful.
Yes, it was.
Absolutely. And then I think the enormity of what mom has done for you and how much Crystal's story has just affected so many people. Like, I was just like, wow. And I mean, honestly, I was in tears too. When before it even started, I was in tears because I feel like I know Pappy and I feel like I know Sarah Sue because we spend so much time with each other all the time, every single night when you can't sleep. This is what we do. So like, um, but I also felt like I knew Jana and I knew Crystal, you know? So it was very
Southern.
emotional.
Don't
And
forget
it's something,
Southern.
yes, and Southern, absolutely. It's
It
something that's
feels
very
peaceful.
special. It's so special what we have.
Yeah, this stuff
Um,
at night, getting on here at night with Mine Monsters and you guys and just talking with you, I feel like more relaxed to be able to close my eyes at night.
That's what I
But
mean.
I
I'm like,
wasn't
thank you,
doing that
Mom.
before, so I would just sit here and feel all wired out and couldn't sleep, tossing and turning. But now I've gotten on here in the evenings and met you guys, and it's just been, yeah, it's helped a lot.
I'm always here,
hey,
Miss Barbara. If you ever need to talk, you go ahead, you follow me and you send me a message. I'm up. I sleep maybe a
hey,
couple hours. I'm a
hey,
napper.
Southern.
Hey, Southern.
Hi.
Oh, there's my
We were
Miss
just
Southern.
speaking about her.
Did
I
you hear
told her to
your
come
ears
up.
was ringing?
Oh,
Yeah. So Miss Southern, I don't know if you were in the live in the stream when I was speaking on Crystal's case, but I didn't. I had most of it typed out, but I had to play a song before my girls got up to talk. So I wanted to introduce them to a song, and I told them, and of course there was only quite a few people that knew in the world who knew who Southern was, and so I told them the whole room full of people. I was like, I have a friend named Southern. I just said Southern. I said, and Southern told me, to that, that Crystal knew that I didn't know she was there. and that she wasn't going anywhere. I said, so this was a song that I chose because it was our song. I said, but Southern knew, and I said, I wish Southern could be here, but anybody that knows Southern knows that Southern is here. And so I was talking about you, and Sarah Sue was just looking
Oh
at me
my
and
God, you
smiling.
make me cry, honey.
So
I take it to
I,
heart. You have no idea.
I spoke about you, and Pappy was on one side, and then KJ and them were on the other side, and Sarah Sue was over there, and I was like, it just felt good to talk about you up there. And for my family, some of my family knows who Southern is, some of them don't, and to know who Southern was. And I was like, this is the best thing ever. I've got
And
some
if I could have
clips.
been there, I would have been there. I really would have.
No, you were there, Southern. Like
And I love that you
you,
just said that. You're giving me chills and tears, and I'm trying to not cry.
yeah, you were there,
I
without a
could
doubt.
feel the love from y'all. I do. And being there. I thought
How
about
did
it.
were you in the live when we started talking about you, or did you just come in?
No, I came in when
I
you were
felt her when
talking,
she came in and I was talking and I was like, where's
and
she
then
at?
Shelly, yeah. And I was like, I've been on another one for like 7, 8 hours, so I was like, I just got to wind down. Oh, mom's on, so come in, and then y'all are. I'm like, oh my gosh, what time?
Yeah,
And
we kind of took over Mom's live and started talking, and Mom's just so gracious enough to.
mom is, I love her, and it's
Mom.
funny me calling her mom at my age. But
That's what I
I know her
just
name's
said.
Chrissy. She tells us her name, but I'm like, just get the
I
heck
just
I
over
said
say
the
Mom.
same thing. I was like, I have a hard time calling her mom when I'm older than
it.
her.
Right? That's how I am. But I know her name's Chrissy, but everybody knows her by mom.
No,
Everybody on TikTok, like
It
it
feels
every
good though. It's
it
like
You
a
took me
know,
safe
a
space.
year to realize what Mom. Why, I'm like, why do we call her Mom? And then I was like, wait, Mind of Monsters. It took me like a
yeah.
year to realize that. It was a
well,
long
maybe I
moment.
can get used to if I think of it that way. Thank you for saying that.
There's certain rooms I go, and they're so comfortable. They're so safe. They're so friendly. You got their back, and they got yours, and it's just good people. It's so nice.
I
I'm
feel
so
like
tired to sound terrible.
I feel like Mind of Monsters suits what she does, but Mom suits who she is.
Yeah,
She is
Oh,
a
for
mama bear.
everybody. Yeah.
I like it. It's really sweet. And I like that she has time and makes time for everybody. You were just talking, Jonah, how, it's nice that she's making space for everybody still. Because,
Southern, I came in here and she had a device showing the Gunther case, the updates for the Gunther case. But next to it, I think it was Crime Bear that was in that box, had a missing persons flyer. And I got chill bumps because I know that the Gunther case has been mainstream media, but it's been breaking my heart the last few days to know that there's so many missing people and babies out there and grown-ups and that haven't gotten the coverage
No, they
that
don't.
Nancy's got. And it's been like it's really gotten to me. Like I put it, I kind of put that into the a speech that every case deserves the same attention, not just from law enforcement, but also from the media and social media. Give
It's
it the same attention.
it,
And
it's unfair. It's not right, and I get angry about it too. But
and, and so she had both of them. Like it was equal. It was equal across the board.
and
And I,
yeah,
I,
mom would
I
do.
got chills, and I was like almost crying, and I had to jump in a box and interrupt somebody talking. I was like, "Mom, you have both of them playing?" And she just looked at me like I was crazy.
It
And
That's
I
was
who
was like,
she
great to
is. Now you're
see.
giving me chills, Dana. I know
It was
because
"No,
really refreshing when you come over here and you saw somebody else's pictures up there. It's like, nice.
right." But they were still looking for the updates on the country case. Like it was still important because it's a top news, and like we want to know the updates. We want to make sure she's okay. But somebody else was still getting their picture shared,
and
and
I've worked
that's wonderful.
I've worked cases where they were on the news maybe once, and it'll be sometimes it's a 14-year-old, sometimes it's a 40-year-old, whatever, man, woman, but kids, and I'm thinking why, so I keep bugging them sometimes trying, but and then something else just takes off like the Petito and Gabby Petito case. That was a big one, huge. It's just I don't understand it
But
except
so, but
you.
Southern a news article is like between four. a news segment is between 4 to 8 minutes long, right?
Hmm.
And so that's local news. If every creator took, say, 30 minutes out of their time every day to invite a family member of it, if they go through their messages and they see a family member, and they talked about the missing loved ones or the injustices, say they passed away, like Crystal's case, and they allowed a family member to talk about their case for 30 minutes for, and let it record, give that recording to the family that has no news coverage, and they could share that on social media. Do you know how much that would mean to families?
Oh, I
30
couldn't.
whole minutes?
I got
Well, not
chills.
even 30 minutes. Even with all the media that's going on right now with that case, it would be amazing if somebody would just put somebody else's flyer up there just for a second for you to be able to read it and see their faces. Then they could take it down and then do more of Nancy, then go up, put one more flyer of somebody else. That would make such a difference.
I
Yeah,
was blown
we
away
need.
tonight. I was blown away by the amount of people that were logged in just to listen to the scanner. It,
Mhm.
it, and today, like I was just like, there was something like almost 6,000 people that were just waiting and listening. So I mean, that many people have been invested in Miss Guthrie's case, and I get that. You know, we all love Savannah. We all wake up with her every morning. I have my coffee with her all the time. You know, I
I'm gonna
get
be
it.
honest. I don't know who that is. I've
And
never.
I know who she is, but I'll be honest, I don't watch her, but I don't watch anybody regularly, but I how do I say this without maybe with the department that's looking for her, I did maybe with some, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's that
Mhm.
or something like that's why I'm
Well, and I
involved.
think she got
Well, like Mina
special.
Monster says, you know, if you could just get one flyer out and one picture of one person that's missing, look at all them people that's in there and they would see that one person's picture. You're going to remember that picture.
Yes.
Right.
And it would
And
only take
Southern,
a second to do it. I
and
mean,
Southern, I got blocked today by a creator. First time I've ever
What?
been blocked by a
Why?
creator. A creator that took Crystal's case because she was bad because another creator was covering the Gunther case, and she didn't have any viewers. So I simply went to her chat and I said, there are currently 126,000 missing juveniles, according to NICMAS, in the United States right now. Pick a case and cover. Like, every case should matter exactly the same. You should get exactly the same coverage. And I got, not only did I get blocked, but she sent people from her chat to come and report me. So I have two
Oh,
restrictions on my account.
Oh no,
that is
And
horrible right there.
I
man.
was devastated because if something happens to this account, account used to be my sister's. It's the only access I have to it. And if it gets like taken down, I would fight legally to like I would
Yeah.
to
It
prove
would
something.
and
listen
that's
to
so
this
wrong.
when you
That's
remember
just wrong.
when I was
Either way.
telling you earlier about the stuff that I've been through. I've already been reported on my own son's stuff on this platform from a creator that I gave some stuff information that I paid for about my son's case, and she's reported me, and so I've been reported a couple of times on my own stuff because I gave it to them, and they acted like it was theirs now. It's
Well,
unreal.
I was over at Dora's earlier, and this is the fourth day, and she had 5 in a row. I mean, big ones for
Right.
nothing. But
Yep,
it was being report. You know what?
jealousy's a
And
thing.
It
it's the
is
same
real.
person that's doing it to Dora that did it to me.
That's so
And all I
bad.
did was give statistics and say like just cover any case. It shouldn't matter about the monetary gains if you're doing it for the right reasons. And
Exactly.
that's where my heart sinks because I have so much faith in this app because I know what it can do. I know what it's done for my sister. I know what this weekend turned out, how it turned out, and
Right.
I know what it can do for other families.
Well,
And
like mom says. Oh, I said it. Wait, you can just put a flyer up in your and look at all the people that's covering that. They would see that person.
Yeah,
They're
but
going to remember that face.
in the same breath, Jana, there's some bad folks out there that could just make everything horrible.
Oh,
And
it's
so,
happened to me.
Yeah, I've
It has
crossed.
happened to me. I've been reported on my own documents of the police, the recordings of this kid Caleb talking to his sister. It was on my thing. I don't know how to say it on here, but anyway, and I gave it to this creator, and she reported my own stuff, said it was I took her privacy stuff away, and I was putting it, and it was mine. It was my own stuff.
Yeah, see, that's why up until this weekend, I was the only one that would speak on Crystal's case until this weekend, and then someone else spoke on it, and they did a wonderful job. And I was so glad to see somebody's and voice speaking on Crystal's case to the news, and they did
I
a wonderful
mean,
job.
it's amazing.
And then you start panicking though when that happens to you. Like I saw her panicking over there tonight, and it's like that's horrible. The
And see,
jealousy.
that hurts. Yeah, that's, and I,
You, I don't know. I've had to walk away from people and just block people and just not. I mean, you can tell. It doesn't take long when you're in somebody's room to tell if it's a good place or a bad place. We all have intuition. We all have discernment that we've been given by our creator to know what's good and bad. I mean,
And I
it's
hate
whether
blocking
you gonna
people.
you. How do you block people?
No, no, I said I hate blocking people
I do
because,
too.
like,
I
my goal is for Crystal's name to come out of everybody's name and to be remembered. Like, that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah,
I
but
don't even
sometimes
have
they're just
like
not good
ex.
people.
They're not good people. Like, I don't even have my my sister's ex-husband blocked. It's an open page. But if it comes down to it, and I'm being reported for no reason simply because I said there's so many missing people in the United States, then I guess I'll block or whatever. But I don't want to do that because
You have to do what you have to do to keep yourself safe, though, because
yeah.
there are going to be people out there that are going to target you. It's just the way that it is. Unfortunately, there's some people
But
out there it makes
but
them
that's
happy.
that's that's
How many
insane
people
because
you
I'm not
think
a
have went missing this past
right.
few
But I'm not a
weeks? I
Hmm.
mean, there's
I'm
a
not a
person that goes missing every 40 seconds.
like I'm
Right?
not a creator though, so I understand creators going after creators because of whatever they're getting their viewers or whatever. I don't go live. I'll hop in a panel and talk, but I don't go live.
Right.
How can you live with yourself to attack like a victim's family? And I am going to play the
it's
victim part here.
disgusting.
Like
It's
It
I
happens a lot, though.
yeah, it
that is
does.
the lowest of the low. And you covered my sister's case and you blocked me for telling you to go cover another case. Or better yet, if you don't want to cover a new case, you got the Gary Wayne Sutton case that you've been on. You got
Yes.
the Matthew McDonald case. Sam would absolutely love it.
Love
You
it.
could
Yeah,
you could go pick up Crystal's case and talk about it. You got the Matthew Spencer case. They're all, kind of known
all of
cases
them.
on TikTok. Go talk about one of them for 30 minutes, 90 minutes, if you only need 90 minutes a day.
Do
Well,
something good with your time. I wish
I had
that some people would do it.
I
See, I
had to
just
get
don't know how
really.
to do that. I just get on these in these boxes too because I don't know how to do all that stuff. And I'm grateful for you, my mom, and all these creators that are gifted to be able to do stuff like that. But yeah, it's been a little rough watching all the attention, and there's so many people that go missing, and then knowing that there's a person that goes missing every 40 seconds. Every 40 seconds, a person's going missing. That is just blows me away. I
And honestly,
never
this it's
dreamed.
there's so many good people in this world, but there is bad people too. And I try to, you know, I had to learn the hard way by, yeah, I was close to people. Oh, after 5.5 years on here. And then I realized, oh, they were right. But I'd always like, no, no, you're just seeing it that way. I see it this way, And then I found out, no, they were right about this person, a close
Because
friend
you
of
try
mine. But,
to see the
and,
good in
and not, I'm
everybody.
talking about like 3 or 4 times, but I had to learn I had to learn that way.
Yeah,
I kind of
because
stay to myself as far as what my name is. I don't, nothing against anybody else, but mom knows what I'm talking about. I don't go in rooms and solicit. I don't go in rooms. Hey, I'm a medium. I'm a medium. That they do it all
right.
the time, all the
Hmm.
time, wherever I'm
I've
at in my
had
life.
people get a hold of me on
Makes me
Messenger
sick. Girl, there's over
all the
40 fake
time.
accounts of me, and I say, you know what? If it reaches out to you, block them because I would never do that.
And then
It's
they'll
desperate
ask
looking.
me questions, and then they ask me for money and everything.
Oh,
It's
they
like,
do
I
it.
don't have that kind of money. And you're desperate as family. You want
It is
answers. So
desperate.
you do get desperate. And they're taking advantage of people
And
that are
that's
desperate.
sickening right there. It makes every one of us, which I'm not. And I'm not saying there's not some good ones, but I have many block. I have not, I stay in my lane. I prefer to just have other friends. And
I'm not saying anything about it, about the ones that are listening to me right now, but I'm also, the ones that are, knows I don't, there's a reason I don't talk to them. I don't believe in them. I don't believe they're real.
Oh, I've had them contact me within the past few weeks.
And they play on your
Emotions, because
grief,
they'll
your
look at
hurt,
your
your
stuff, see
pain.
that you're grieving,
It's money,
and then, yeah.
clout. And I mean, Mom knows. Oh, me and her, I had talks. I'm like, do I just need to leave the live? Because all of a sudden it showed that I was live in the box. So here comes some. And then they're like, I'm a medium too. And then they start reaching out to people, and then they start sharing when they go live over here. I call it over here crime. And I'm like, I don't come over here for that. So it makes it look, you know what I mean?
I saw that happen
Yeah.
when
It
you
just
did
makes
it
me
the other
mad.
day. I
Yeah.
saw it.
Deb, you're right. I've seen it happen too, and
Yeah,
I'm just
Shelly,
like,
it happens. I promise you. Yeah,
I
somebody
can
I know.
tell. I know.
But
Well,
it's
and
been
I
happening to
follow.
me this past few weeks a lot. And it's like, why are people, they'll send me things like, hey, do you want, I know that they'll tell me things that, and it's all things that I know that they've read off of my stuff.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing new.
People
So,
did not do missing when not as a medium.
Nuh-uh.
I've always done that,
Yeah.
always.
That
But
I've only known a couple of people, Miss Deb, that ever have done it or ever have tried. You
as
know.
far as TikTok, I'm saying,
Oh yeah. No, I don't know
when I
anybody.
come on here 5.5 years ago, nobody, now they read the way I do, they say the words I do, and it makes me sick because
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know. I need to
She's
shut
right
up.
though. She has a. I mean, I'm a big person in that realm, and so on TikTok, there's a lot of people that copy her, and they say exactly what she says, and they do exactly what she does, and you know right away that they. Well, and now it's different because now that I can feel a little bit, I know right away. Like, because if I'm not feeling it, I'm like, So I mean, that's happened too, and I just say it's because I spent a little time with Miss Deb. So
well,
Yeah,
it's a
and that's not
shame
who I
that they
am. I
take
like just
advantage
being
of
a
people.
person. I'm
yeah,
a retired detective, but over here I can be y'all's friend. I can you know what I'm saying? Like it's just hanging with y'all like everybody does.
yeah.
If something happens and we do that, we do that. But it's never a.
You have to think. And isn't that much better? Because I even see it in you. I know how much happier you are right now. I mean, I was literally probably the last read that you had before you decided to kind of make the change. And I was kind of
But
sad.
Shelley, you have no idea what I've been
Yes.
going through for
Oh,
the
but
slack I've caught. You have no idea what's been going
I'm
on.
sure. But I can also
I've
tell.
never left my room. I'm not going to stop
I know.
doing that, but
There's
I
so much
did this
happening.
before. I just didn't do it publicly. I
Right.
did big cases, I did small cases, but nobody knew it because I fly below. I don't go tell everybody I'm doing this. But now that I'm doing it more outward, it's like people think, you left. How could you do that? You hang with
Oh,
crime all the time. You left us. All this piss shit.
oh,
I
Miss
get so
Deb.
mad.
I don't, you know
I
what I
didn't
have?
leave anybody.
I have nothing but happiness because I see how open and how happy your energy is again, and like it's like a breath of fresh air, like a new misstep, you know. And it's so cool because you have these other great talents as well. And I mean, like, I can tell what a great shift for you this was, you know. And I know that there's people that are just going to be the way they're going to be, and so what, that's how it is. You need to
Well,
do this for you. It's your life. You need to do
but
this
I
for you.
didn't leave them. Like
Yeah,
this
I know.
one was so upset, and a couple of them like, "You just left us." No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I have things that nobody knows going on in my life, so it's personal too. I have to take breaks. I have a lot going on, and then I work local cases or sometimes other things. But also, I never left them. I went. I started doing this more, which I was doing 2 days a week missing. That's it. I had cut down, and now I'm back to doing that. But that doesn't mean I had to leave nobody. You know, it's just, I don't know. It weighs on me because I have a big heart, and I think sometimes, I don't know. I just need to get, like, I am happy with what I'm doing. I'm very happy, and there's
Yeah,
such great people I've met.
yeah.
Well, it was really sad. I experienced tonight over there when I was over there tonight, and I saw what was happening, and she was kept getting kicked off, or what, I don't know what you call it. I thought, no, it's not like we're all being forced to be here. We're here by our own free will. We wanted to be there. That's why we were there. So I just don't understand why the jealousy thing started happening. I
It,
mean, why would you get
that's the
jealous when
other
we make a
part,
choice? We're adults. We made a choice to be in that chat. So,
Barbara.
and then why did people get jealous?
I
Money.
don't know, but it's petty. Jealousy is so
Yeah.
bad on here. Some places it's bad. I don't know
Money,
I don't know all
money.
these people. I just know certain ones, and that's where I stay because I'm comfortable with them, and I don't need. I'm not one of them people I need to be in everybody's room. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I just.
And
Yeah.
Southern, I wish you could have told me that, Southern. You missed that part. You should have told me, Southern, that everybody that says Crystal's name isn't good for you because I just wanted people to say
Yeah.
Crystal's name.
Yeah.
But you can't,
I had to
I
learn the
can't,
hard way too, honey. I've even shed tears over like thinking somebody was such a good friend of mine, and the whole time they were doing something behind my back, but I just wouldn't believe it, even though things started to not add up. But I live and
you
learn.
know,
I still learn.
I don't even consider it friends because the creators, I consider creators on here professionals because that's what they do and y'all are good at it. And so that's your profession. So I consider that a professional. And I, as a victim's sister, felt like a client, and I feel like you weren't very professional with me when you blocked me. Like if you do that just because I have a difference of opinion, or I gave you a statistic, well, what happens when a victim's family, you know,
Has a
they show up,
difference. Yeah.
they have a difference of opinion,
Yeah.
or you say that they're going to show up unalive and they show up alive, are you going to block that victim's family too? Like it
And the
boils
sad
down
thing
to the
is,
victim.
that's
That's all.
harmful. That's harmful to
See, when I
people
go
that are
live, I tell
grieving.
everybody, you got an opinion. My mods, I tell them, unless they're being very like disrespectful, don't block them. I don't care if they don't believe in me. As long as you're nice in my room, you cannot believe in nothing I do. I don't
I do
care.
the same
Just be
thing.
respectful. That's all I ask.
Like
Because
with this situation with me, and I feel like I've already been in the ringer, down through the ringer with some people, and it was people that I trusted, that I thought was my friends and was going to help me. And then there's so many of you that are great and are professionals, and then you get excited when you hear what they do for a living. It's like, oh, these are the good ones. And I've been so disappointed with a few of them. It's like, that's harmful because that makes you go down another whole path of, you're already hurting. I mean, you're hurting worse than you can ever hurt in your life anyway, and then you get treated that way, and that's harmful for families to be treated that way. It could cause more harm than it does good when they do that to you, and I don't
That
even think they
that makes me
realize
nervous.
it.
That's the part that makes me nervous because I have heard some very desperate people from being hurt on this app. People wanting to do bad things to themselves, and that breaks my heart.
well, they're
Families are
putting
desperate. Like families come to this app and they're desperate. They're looking for any kind of attention
some
for
are
their loved
lonely,
one's
some are
case.
widows, some are. I mean, I've had all kinds. Depression, on the edge. I have three that I was actually going into therapy.
I
Like
still can't believe that. That blows me away.
I mean, well, I would just go in and sit once a month with them and their therapist. But I quit doing that. But we're still very close, and I'm there for them as much as I can be. But I was being there so much that I was losing, like I was getting sick. But I do care, is what I'm trying to say. But there is people that will literally, they'll come in my room and like, oh look, there's another medium. Right when I walk in, they're talking about money or just something rude when it's nothing to do with money, and you got the wrong blanking one. And then I get mad and then I start cussing, and I shouldn't, because I try to just be quiet. My mods stop it. But I'm just saying they base what they see on every medium or leading. I tell them, I used to teach a class, this is what to watch for, y'all. And it's freaking flea, of course. Watch when they tell you or they say, oh, I feel an illness, or a man stepping forward. Oh, that's my dad. I bet they just picked up that's your dad, they're going to say. They saw
Yeah.
it because you put it in the chat or they heard you. You have to watch all of that, all of it. Make
Yep.
sure,
My
you know.
favorite is when a medium will stop them and be like, "Quit. Just stop. Don't say anymore." I let you do it all the
I do
time.
that. I haven't seen any others do it until they, yeah.
I've
I
seen a
do.
couple,
Where do you
like a
think they
couple of
got it
UK
from,
ladies.
Shelley?
Maybe I don't. Maybe like in fact, I heard it today because there's one girl in the UK. Her name is Kelly, and she was like, "Stop talking." Like, and I was just like, "Oh wow," And I knew the person that was getting read, and so I was like, "You should already know," like. But I didn't say anything. But it was a great reading. But I like it when people want to give the validation. And the first person I ever heard say that was you, because you was like, I want to get it right.
And I say, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I also I don't want to turn this into talking about this, but anyway, I tell them if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and you know what? It's okay. I'm human. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't see the future. I don't make up stuff. It's something that I use as a gift that I believe God gave me, and if I don't use it right, it wouldn't be right. You know what I mean?
Well, I
But
know God gave it to you for the right reasons because you've saved my life and you know how I feel
and
about
I
it.
don't. Somebody took a screenshot and sent me and said, "Do you know this person? They said you saved their life." And I'm like, "What?" And it was like 2 days after you'd said it. And I'm like, that's Shelley. What? And I couldn't remember it because I've read what 40,000 people. No, probably I don't know how many I've read in my life or
Right.
sit with. I was amazed, but I don't. If I believe I said it, but I'm saying God said it. You know what I mean? It's through me. That's how I
Yeah.
believe I get it. Angels, I talk to them.
Well, you know, and I think you were the only person that was able to make that connection. Nobody else was able to make that connection for me. But once you opened that connection, it was there. And it really did save us. I mean, if we wouldn't have put, and the batteries that were dead were the batteries right above the furnace. So come on now.
And it doesn't mean that you're like, I want you to know that, Shelley, you know me, but other ones, if I can't remember your reading, it's
Oh,
because
yeah.
there's so much in my brain, even
It
right
doesn't
now.
bother me. Yeah, I get
But no,
it.
I mean, I can't, but it's never personal. And some will come back if we start talking. But a lot of times, like right now, I've lost my voice and I'm exhausted, but I'm like, my brain's going so fast. That's why I come to other rooms and I get to talk to y'all and I enjoy it. Just, but yeah, it doesn't. I was like, oh my God, what is she talking about? Because she wouldn't say that. And I don't know what she means. And then I don't know if you told me or, yeah, you said it one night
I
when
think
I
I
was
finally got a hold of you. Yeah, because I
yeah,
was
you
wanting
did.
to just chat with you about it and just tell you what had happened. And because I knew that had you not opened that channel for me, that like we just like I know something bad would have happened. I was convinced. So, but
I
It
you
never
know,
know
feels
how
like a
God's going to
safe
work. I
place
never
here.
know I don't never know what's going to happen when I go live. And I haven't been going live as much. And obviously, and I am in the creators program. Sometimes I make $4, sometimes I make nothing, but I don't care. I don't base my life on you know what I mean? But I do need to go live more because I miss people. I do. But right now I'm doing something else I committed to and I'm going to
I
finish
know,
that.
but like, look, Southern, it all is full circle because had you not come over here, I would have never had the opportunity to share my story on Mom's platform, get into contact with Kristen, find out how things could be different, hear about Miss Crystal, get all motivated, and now like my application is out there for law school. So
And this
like
is
my
a
life is
chain. That's
like
life. God, this is what was supposed to happen.
exactly. So I mean, like, had you not been over here, I wouldn't have gone over here to explore, you know? And like that's what was supposed to happen. That's how it was supposed to happen.
I
That's how I
love
was supposed to get there. So I mean, like we all look, it all happened. There's no coincidences. Things happen in life. We end up where we're supposed to be with the people we're supposed to be for the reasons that we're supposed to be. I fully believe it.
Dorianne. I've seen you say that, honey, a few times. If I do, I will. But usually I have to be in a certain mind state and plan on it. But please be careful who you ever tell to because people watch for people people that are medium psychic. Some of them will watch. And when you put something in a chat, they'll reach out to you tonight or tomorrow and say, I just keep getting this man and his name's this or it starts with this. And then you're going to believe it, honey, because you're hurting. I can feel it. And what I'm saying is they're going to take advantage. Even if they do it free, they're going to come back again and say something else because it's all working towards that. I'm just real careful with you because I know you said it twice and I know you're hurting. I hate that y'all hurt. Grief is real. It's like the most horrible thing that there's nothing for.
Mm-hmm.
And the loss, I have two children. I've lost a baby boy in 5 days. Anyway, I'm trying to not compare myself. I'm saying I never want to know what that's like, but I feel the pain when I do get close to people, and it is unreal. Like it's real, and for anybody, I despise them to take advantage of.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
be
I
there.
said, it's happened to me probably 3 or 4 times in just the past 2 weeks.
I can't stand it. I just can't. I
And
mean,
I ignore it. I just have to ignore it
and you
because I
do, honey.
don't,
You do.
after
Just
what I've been through, I just don't, I'm having a hard time trusting anybody. But I've known Mom here for Wow. Well, 4 years because it's going on 4 years. So I've known her, and
Awesome.
I
She's so
trust
amazing.
her. So now I talked to her this week, and I said, "Can I start sending you people that say they want to tell my son's story because I'm so tired of being hurt or getting my hopes up for somebody to help me, and then they're gone. Then they're gone, or they just take advantage, or they've even, like I said, reported it." Because I've given them information and they act like it's their case. And I paid for all of that stuff. I gave it to them in good for good reasons, thinking they were going to help me like they said they were. And mom knows who one of the people is, and it's just been a roller
So
coaster
sorry.
ride living that. And then, I don't have anything now, so I feel lonely. I wonder why I wake up every day and everybody keeps telling me, well, I'm waking up for a reason. I don't understand that reason because I don't want to wake
The
up.
pain is so bad. I used to do with grief. I just haven't had time lately for the ones that I used to sit with.
Oh, I wake up every day wishing I wouldn't wake up or get up going, why did I wake up today? And then I talk to people about it and they say, well, because it's not your time to go.
No, and you know what? As bad and hard as it is because you don't even want to get out of bed or function, right?
Oh, I'm
And
having a
but
hard
he's
time taking
there,
a
like,
shower this week
see, I know, honey, but
or
their
eating.
love is
I
still
didn't
with
eat
you. You
nothing
keep them
yesterday.
with you. You keep them alive. You keep their memory. You talk to them. Talk about. I tell people,
Talk about them. Yes, talk
yes, and
about them.
also I
Well,
talk
who
to
am
my
I going to
mom
talk to
sometimes.
them about?
All of us get on here and share the story. Tell us the good things that you like about them.
The
That is
more
the
you get
way.
the pain out,
Yep.
it's better. I'm telling you.
I just
Yep.
didn't have
She's
it. I
right.
haven't had anybody to talk to. That's what I'm saying. I sit here by myself, and then it's just going over and over in my head all the time. This past week, I wanted to just pull my brain out because it was going 100 miles an hour.
So,
I
Miss
was
Barbara,
pacing the
I gotta
floor.
get it
I'm
there.
pretty sure you're in this room tonight for a reason. We've just been talking about nothing's a coincidence. You're here tonight to hear this.
I
You're here
couldn't get.
tonight
I
to hear
can't.
this message and to make a change.
I haven't been able to even get anything done, and my friends used to make fun of me saying I'm OCD from cleaning house. If you saw my house right now, I haven't showered, I haven't been eating. I don't know what to do with myself lately. I'm sorry.
No, you know what?
Miss Barbara, can
It's
I
okay
say
to feel that
something
way.
to you? I'm sorry, Sherry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Please say.
I just want to say that, first of all, I'm sorry for what you're going through, but there's something that you said a while ago, and it's still like ringing in my ear. You said that you don't know why it's easier for you to get things done for other people, but when it comes to your child, you can't. You find it hard,
Oh, it's overwhelming when I have to do it for my son. When I make a
right?
sign for my son, it's overwhelming. I'm shaking. I can't hardly color it in the letters or nothing. But if I'm sitting here and I'm doing it for another family, I feel good because I'm doing something for somebody else.
And the reason why, and I have learned this the hard way. It's easier to focus on someone else's pain instead of your own pain. It's easier to go ahead and shine the light and be there for someone else in any way that you possibly can. But when it comes to your own child, it takes every bit of energy that you have to be able to accomplish it. I lost my son, and my son, his accident was on January 29th. So when you said that February is hard, I've been living hell. I also live by myself. I have no one that checks up on me. I have no one to talk to. I live in this house. I don't even turn on the TV because it doesn't call my attention. I have found here in mom's life, I have found a family. I have found people that I could relate to. I have found people that have truly, truly cared about me. And I am blessed.
I am blessed. I am blessed for this moment to be able to speak to you. I am blessed that I have a group of, and I don't even want to say friends, because you guys have became my family.
That's how I've
And
been feeling in here lately too. And I just realized tonight, which I feel bad, I just realized tonight that my oldest son would have been 34 years old because of my girlfriend. Her son and my son are 2 days apart. And he's in JAIL right now because of some problems that he was having now that my oldest son had. And my girlfriend called me tonight to tell me about that, and she sent me the mug shot. And I looked at the age, and it's like, oh my God, my oldest son, he was 34 years old. How did I forget that he was 34? I mean, I didn't get to see him turn 30, but to think that he's 34 now, it kind of got to me too. And just little things that, like, I don't know, maybe it is this month because I've been struggling. I've just been sitting on these lives till like
and I
4 o'clock in
I
the
thank
morning and
God.
then going to bed, getting up, getting on here again. I haven't showered. I haven't been eating. It's just, I don't know what to do. I've actually thought about, should I take myself to the hospital? I don't know.
But listen to this. Right now, you're here on this live. You're here with us. So you did the right thing. You haven't showered? Okay, you haven't showered. You want to go shower? Put us on speaker. Go take a shower. Like, we're here for whatever that you need, for
Thank you.
whenever you're ready for it. You know,
That's
this month
awesome.
is also, this month is also hard for me. Like I mentioned, my son's car accident was on January 29th. But then on February the 1st, my son was pronounced brain dead. Then on February the 3rd, that's when they did his walk of honor. That's the day that I escorted my son to that operating room to donate his organs. My son saved 6 lives. Then his funeral was on February the 9th. So there's so many dates that it's not like, okay, my son passed and he was buried. No, it's so many different days that are engraved in my heart. And I also lost my mom 2 weeks before losing my son. And my mom and I were super, super close.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you, love. And there's times that I feel so guilty because I'm like, I'm a complete mess and I don't know who I'm crying for. Am I crying for my mom? Am I crying for my son? On
That's where I'm
Friday,
having the problem at is because well, I don't know if you heard, but I've lost both of my kids in 8 months. And I've
sorry.
been fighting for justice for Timmy now. It'll be 4 years at the end of this month. And then I found out today, I realized that my other son would have been 34. And it's like, am I not doing my other son right because I'm fighting for my son Timmy? It's just so overwhelming. I don't,
It is overwhelming, and it's any mother, both of y'all, or sister or brother, whoever it is. That guilt is a guilt. That grief is so real. I'm telling you. They say
Severe.
it comes from the
it's
inside out, and it doesn't go away. And there's not something that can cure it. It's
like I
horrible.
lost my brother, then I lost his wife died right after that. Then I lost my oldest son. Then my nephew passed away before I found my youngest son. So I've lost like 7 people now. And I just don't know how to handle the grief of all of it because it's like a period of time. I'll be thinking about this person and hurting, and then I'll start thinking about this person and hurting. And I don't have anything left. And so I got this little dog, and I'm getting her vegetables, and I'm trying to feed her the best I can because she's got to outlive me because I can't do no more loss. I just can't do it.
My grief was so bad, and it has been so bad that this past Friday, I just thought that if I would stay here in this house, I was not going to wake up the next day. That's how bad it's been.
That's the
And
way
I'm
it's been with
literally,
me. That's why
and
I
I'm
called mom.
literally,
She'll
and
tell
when
you I
I,
called her just 2 days ago and I was breaking down. I told her, I said, I feel like I'm losing my mind. I don't know what to do.
And you're not losing your mind. It's you're grieving. You're not losing your mind. You're grieving.
Well, how
So
long do I
what
have to grieve?
Listen,
are
deep
they
in your
are
heart,
they
she's
coming back?
grieving
Are
herself
they
and she's telling you that. She's grieving too. So there's a bond right there. Y'all both know what it's like to lose like that.
I I had that question. My husband even abandoned me. 6 months after my son's passing, he's not his father. 6 months after my son's passing, he punched me so hard that he broke my hand
Oh, wow.
because he was just tired of me crying. And he was always asking me, until when are you going to be grieving? Until when are you going to be crying? And my reply was, let me know when my son is coming back and my grief will stop.
You
So
know,
I
that's
will
crazy that
grieve
you say that
until
because
the day I
I
die.
was dating somebody when my son Michael passed, okay? And
Mhm.
I had a breakdown after he passed and I went in the hospital for 3 days. And this guy that I was dating, he talked to the doctor and I got out of the hospital and we were going on this camping trip and we went on this camping trip and he wanted to have us, okay? And I just it wasn't there. I mean, I just lost my son. I did not, so I get in this tent and he comes in there and I told him I didn't feel like it. I just lost my son. That desire was not there. So he grabbed me by the leg, pulled me out of that tent, and I went to the vehicle to get my phone to call a friend of mine to have her come and get me. And when I did that, he grabbed my phone, threw it in the creek, drug me by the hair, and took me into the creek. And I thought they were going to find me in that creek someday. He just kept, I have pictures of it because he kept smashing my head into the bottom of the creek until I couldn't breathe. And then he would pull me up and I would take a breath and then he would, I thought I was going to be drowned and be found in that place. So I finally quit fighting. And when I quit fighting, that's when he let go of me and I ran through this woods and I couldn't see my hands in front of me. And I just started praying and I said, God, please help me get out of here. Help me get out of these woods. And God did it because then I looked up and I saw this light and I just started running towards the light and I was out of those woods. And then I didn't speak to him ever again after that. And then when my son Timmy came up missing, he lived in that town. So I got a hold of him because I knew he knew people in that town. And yeah, it was just a whole another thing that's happened, and I just don't know what to do with all this trauma anymore.
Miss
Mom,
Barbara,
you got
yeah,
somebody in your chat that's
yeah. And maybe you got to reach out. And this is a lot. I mean, you have a lot going on. And
So I mean, I feel like I just, and then him, he said, I don't even know why you're grieving him. He was no good anyway. And it's like, that's my son you're talking about. He had mental problems. He had problems. That doesn't mean he was no good. He was my baby. And then he beats me up over it.
The
tell
sad
me
thing
you're not with
is
him
that
anymore, please.
No, I don't even speak to him.
Good.
the saddest thing is
He's
that
tried to. He's come to my house and asked me to go to counseling with him, and I fell for that for a minute. But then one day he was here after, I mean, he didn't go to counseling, and he was here, and I walked in my bathroom and I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought, why am I trying to make this man happy when I'm miserable? So I told him to leave, and we haven't been together since. So
so
that's been
maybe,
a little over a year
maybe the
now.
whole point of today then is to make a plan for you, Miss Barbara, so that you can start to take some steps to get out of where you're at. I mean, and maybe we just help you get that plan done. You know, I
you
mean,
know,
is
the
it
most
I
Barbara
just
just
keep asking myself what I did so wrong to be in this place.
you
And
didn't?
in every relationship I've ever been in, they've beat me up. I don't know what's wrong with me.
There's nothing wrong with you. Men who beat women, they look for the same person over and over and over because they know what they are looking for, and they seek you out and they fill you up with a whole bunch of stuff and make you feel really, really good because eventually they're going to control you and take over you. And
Yep.
it's that's what they look for. And so
and especially when you're grieving, it's like you they take advantage of you. You know, I noticed that I have been in an abusive marriage for 11 years. I noticed that now. I could see that
Oh, I've got
now.
metal plates and screws in my neck from having my neck broke from Timmy's dad. To be honest, I hate to say it, but Timmy's dad broke my neck, and I've got metal plates and screws in my neck from him. And when Timmy passed, the day we buried him, he told me he never wanted to ever speak to me again. And he couldn't wait. Well, when Timmy was missing, he said to me, he says, I can't wait till he's found so I never have to listen to or hear your voice again, because he would not do anything to look for Timmy. When I called him and told him Timmy was missing, he told me I was lying and I didn't know what I was talking about. I said, I'm telling you, I knew he wasn't alive. I knew it. I came home from church and I was deathly sick. So I called my neighbor and I told my neighbor, I said, something's wrong. Something's wrong with Timmy. I can feel it with everything in me. I was throwing up. I was pacing the floors. I was crying. She goes, well, then call and make a missing persons report. And I did. And I called Timmy's dad and told Timmy's dad that. And he goes, oh, there ain't nothing wrong with him. And I said, no, something's wrong. So that's how I even, well, he realized something was wrong days later, but I felt every bit of that. I
Hey,
ask
mama,
myself all
I
the
always
time,
know.
did I have that feeling when his soul left his body? I ask myself that all the time. Is that why I felt that way? I don't know.
Just like the day of my son's car accident, that morning he left to work, and I literally followed him outside, and he blew me a kiss, and I just knew that that was the last time that I was going to actually see my son
How do we
alive
know that?
because we're their mama.
Because I
I
knew
got
that
to
with my son Michael too. I was at the grocery
the.
store and I left the grocery store and I came home and I called him because I thought something's up with Michael. I hadn't heard from him today because Michael called me always 2, 3 times a day. And then I called him and some guy answered the phone and he said he's out in his car. When he comes in, I'll have him call you. And 20 minutes later, it was a detective calling me asking me if I was Kayla, which was Michael's girlfriend at the time. And I said, no. I said, that's my son's girlfriend. And he goes, your son. And as soon as he said son, I knew what he was, he said, you're his mother. And I said, yes. And as soon as that happened, lightning struck so loud that now I have a hard time even listening to lightning. It reminds me of that day. And I just threw the phone because I just, it's so strange, those feelings that you just know.
You just know. You just know.
It's a connection
I,
and a bond that a mother has. But you can
mhm.
also have it with a
I'm
child, I
gonna
mean,
say
sister, brothers.
I'm gonna say something real quick, and I always do this every time Four Sons is up on a panel with me. I'm gonna say his name, and I'm gonna say it every single time. Roy. That's all I'm gonna say. I love you.
Love you. Love you.
You missed,
You know,
Roy.
it's things like that that mean so much, you know, because all we want to do is for someone to hear us. Like
It's
all
so
we want
true.
to do is just say his name. You know, my
Yep,
son
just like
did.
Crystal.
You know, my son did exist. My son will always exist. And I feel sometimes, for example, this past Friday, I knew that I had to leave the house because I knew that if I would stay here, I was not going to make it to the following day. So I left to one of my son's house and I wanted to help him. So I was cutting a box that he had and my mind just went blank.
I
I
don't
didn't
even
cut the
leave my
grass.
house anymore. I don't even
I didn't,
leave unless I have to go to the doctor. I just
I
become, and
didn't,
I've always been a very social person. And now I never leave my house. I just sit in these walls all the time anymore. I don't go to the grocery store
I
anymore
told you
because every
already.
time I go into the dang grocery store, I start crying and have a panic attack because it reminds me of my kids and I. We always went to the grocery store together. And that's when my son Michael, he was a jokester where he'd always try to embarrass you at the store. And so those memories come back, are those things that you always, and I know you know what I'm talking about. you always have those certain things in your house for your kids when they come over, like certain
I
hot
used to
sauces because
love.
you know they like them, and you
Yeah.
always made sure those was in your cabinet. And going
I
in the
was a
grocery
huge
store now
cooker.
does that to me.
Yeah, I used to cook all the time, all the time. But when I tell you all the time, 3 to 4 times a day, different meals. And Roy used to love my food. That boy used to call me from work, "Ma, what's for dinner? And then what you gonna make me for lunch?" So, I mean, that was my baby. He used
Right.
to live here. He was a paramedic. So he was always busy with work and raising his little girl and so on. But
Oh, but
this past,
you have a granddaughter then? Good for
yeah,
you.
yeah. But I wanted to just finish the story. What happened on Friday? My mind went blank, completely blank. And instead of cutting the box, I cut my finger in half.
Oh Lord, you okay?
And well,
I don't
I cut
cook
my
at
finger
all
in half.
anymore. I live on
I
TV
cut
dinners if I do eat.
I cut my finger. I didn't even feel the pain. I seen when the blood started like flying, it was like gushing out. And I'm like wondering what's going on. When I looked down, my entire hand was full of blood. And my son rushes to me, and I'm like, "No, I'm okay. I don't feel no pain." And I'm trying to just apply pressure. He was like, "Mom, like, you have a lot of blood coming. Like, we need to go to the hospital." I don't do hospitals. Ever since my son passed, I don't do hospitals.
I can
It
understand
triggers
that.
me.
Yeah.
So I'm begging him, like, I can't go to the hospital. He says, "Mom, you're bleeding a lot. Let me just check you." When he seen my cut, he was like, "Mom, your finger is cut completely in two." He says, "We have to go to the hospital." And yeah, thank God we
So
did.
you
Thank God.
understand those trigger things, just those
hmm
things. You know,
And I
I had my
they let me
doctor call me today, and they're
hmm
going, "You need to have a mammogram. You need to have this done." I told her, I said, "There's no point of you." They've called me a few times in the last few years. And I told the lady today, I said, "I will never, ever have that done again. I will never have any tests done again. I will not do that because I want to go. I want to go. I want to go be with Jesus and my boys. I don't want to be here, so I'm not going to go have no mammogram or any other test or a flu shot or any of that, because if that happens to me, I know where I'm going and it's going to be a better place than here because I feel like I'm left behind. I mean,
we feel that way.
there's no option of having grandbabies or other babies,
Miss
and I
Barbara,
love babies.
my heart is hurting for you, but I'm gonna tell you right now that your son, neither one of them right now wants you to feel the way that you're feeling.
I know that, but doesn't mean it goes away.
Yeah, but they don't want you to be hurting like this.
I understand, but
Right.
some days are better than others. Some days I get up and I'm okay, and it's like, okay, I know Timmy and Michael wouldn't want me to be miserable. They would want me to be happy because they love me, but it doesn't mean I still want to go to the
But
doctor and get tested for anything because
Yeah,
I
but
do want to leave this earth.
what
try
if we just
instead of,
find one thing that you want to do and we just start doing that one thing?
yeah. And instead of one day at a time, if you can't do 1 hour at a time,
Yeah.
one time, I mean, give
I
yourself
was doing
grace.
good until this past few weeks, and now that's all I've been doing is sitting here feeling left
Then
behind
go
and
in a room
crying.
like this where it's safe. Get a couple of them so when one's not on, where you can at least be around someone. Being alone is hard or with those thoughts and you're hurting.
Miss Miss
Oh,
Barbara,
I
if
kind of
you,
even
yeah.
considered how can I take my life without taking my life so I can get out of here?
Yeah.
Miss
Because I
Barbara,
need to
what
I
you
get to
think
said.
heaven. I
What
need
did
to
you
get
say,
to heaven.
Stacy?
you need to get to a professional. This is something that some of us are not going to be able to handle. I don't have the capacity. I'm not trained as a professional
And I'm not
therapist.
either, but I deal with it all the time.
Yeah.
Somebody on the phone, I can't do it anymore. I can't
But
do it, and
yeah,
I
but I would
all night with
say
them.
this is a
But
rough
Well,
place to
I
get
got an
in.
appointment for the 20th for my psychiatrist. So
Yeah. I'm
that's as
saying
soon as I could
you
get
got to
in.
talk to them. You
it
have to
does
talk to
help,
them.
yes. I mean, sometimes you have to go through another one because they're like, "Oh, you should be on a 9 right now with your grief," and I don't believe there is a scale. I don't
No.
believe there is.
I don't think there is either.
Miss Barbara, I'm gonna send you also my number. You're not alone. You could call me at whatever time.
They're so
Right now
sweet.
it's 3:35 in the morning and I can't even sleep. I don't sleep. So I get you. I understand you. Like I mentioned earlier, when I cut my finger, I cut not only my finger in half, but also my artery. This is why I was bleeding so much. And I wasn't feeling no pain. The doctor asked me, he asked me, he says, have you been through a trauma in your life? And I said, listen, I haven't cried for my finger, but now I'm just gonna I'm a mess right now. I started crying because my mom and my son. And I said, yes, like I lost my mom, and 2 weeks later, I lost my son. And I said, why did you ask me that? He said, because this is the only time that I see that a patient does not feel the pain of their injury. It's because their pain in their heart is so severe that the
Yeah, I
pain
heard that you
of
could
the
actually
injury,
pass from
you don't feel it.
heartbreak. I don't know why I haven't.
Because you got a purpose and a reason to be here, young lady. And maybe it's so that you and Four Sons can start to connect and heal your heart a little bit.
Yeah, every time I go to the doctor, they send in a counselor, and they say, "Well, are you going to harm yourself?" I was like, "No, I'm not going to harm myself. I promise I'm not going to harm myself or anybody else." I said, "Just because I'm being honest with you and telling you I don't want to live doesn't mean I'm going to harm myself."
Yeah, but then all you got to do is find the person that's going to get you to a place where that's not such a big thing anymore.
Miss Brenda, would you consider if Mind of Monsters and I could find you a support group of other people experiencing grief? Would you consider going to something like that?
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I need something, and I'm sorry. I'm breaking down to you guys
Oh,
tonight. I'm
honey, it's okay.
sorry.
No, you're
We
supposed to
want
be in
you
here doing
here.
this tonight.
It's hard
There-
enough, but being alone is even harder because there's nobody but you and your thoughts and what you're feeling.
And the pictures, and my house is decorated with my kids' pictures, and
But
it's just
Crime Bear is like
everything.
offering, like if they can look, that would be
Yeah,
so awesome.
Well, I talked to the doctor about it, and well, I did go to counseling for a while, and that was costing me a fortune. I could not pay for a counselor every week. They wanted $100. I don't have that kind of money.
that's why they have support groups, though. They don't cost anything, and a lot of times you can just show up as you are
Yes.
and just talk.
Yeah, and also if you have like a human services, we have it here. It's like human services. It's a mental health facility, and it works on a sliding pay scale. So if your insurance doesn't cover
That's
counseling,
the problem. I did that too, and everybody that I contacted, it's like 6 months to 8 months to even get in,
You're
and it's
right.
like, now what do I do?
That's when you look for the support groups. And so I don't know where you're at, or
I'm in Missouri.
you're close to me. So I bet you, if you don't mind sending me a message with your details, that I could probably call the 211. We could find you a support group that doesn't cost anything. There's lots of them. They meet all the time. I've been in and out of them here. I'm in Nebraska, so I'm really not that far from you.
Thank you. I feel embarrassed that I
No,
broke
don't
down to
you
you
feel
guys. I'm
embarrassed.
sorry.
You know what? When
No,
people are lost and they don't know what to do, what are you going to do? The only thing you can do is scream out for help, and that's what you're doing right now.
And
It's
then
good. And
I
there's
was
no
in church and
judging.
I was going back to church. But when Timmy was missing, I used to volunteer 12 hours a day sometimes at my church. I loved that church. And then when I asked them to just show Timmy's picture that he was missing and they wouldn't do it, I just and then I even recently, a few months ago, tried to go back, and all they talked about was how to get rich. And I'm not a money orientated person. I don't care about money. That's not important to me. And so I just can't go back there. And so I don't know what else to do now because
Oh, Miss
now I just feel
Barbara,
like
my
I've
heart.
lost my church.
Yes, my heart just breaks for you everywhere because you're right. Your life is just falling apart right now in every place that it possibly can. And every place that you're going to look for some help is not working out for you. But guess what? Tonight, here in this room, it's going to help you.
Thank you all. I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I'm glad that
don't be
we're here.
sorry.
Honey, there's
And
no
I just want to
reasons.
say, Miss Barbara, that I love you.
Thank you.
Okay, I love you.
Oh, that's so sweet. You
And I
see the
want you to
Yes.
be
angels
here
in
tomorrow
here?
too.
Telling you.
I mean, I called well, I'm going to call her mom. I called her just a couple days ago. I mean, I don't know what's happened to me, and it's just been recently that it's gotten even worse is in the past 2 weeks. It's,
Are you close to an anniversary date? Or is it not?
yes,
You
it'll
are.
be 4 years that my son came up missing at the 28th of this month.
Yeah.
He was missing for 5 months, and then he was
And those
found.
days are the hardest.
Yeah,
He
they
was.
sure.
Every day is hard, but those days are the hardest.
That's
Like
why
I
I
said, it
think
was,
I'm feeling this way, and I know it, but I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know where to put myself to make it easier. I don't.
And
Right.
I tend to, yeah, and I tend to shut down, and like, I know that I could come on the lives, and I mean, for this past week, it's been hard to even be in my own skin. It's been horrible, 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 horrible.
So sorry.
When I was sitting at the hospital, I even grabbed my phone to call my mom. Like, I literally
Oh,
grabbed my
that hurts.
phone
Yeah.
to
Oh.
call my mom. Like, I wanted to tell my mom, hey, mom, I'm at the hospital. Like, guess what happened to me? But when it hit me, like, wait a minute, I can't call her because she's not going to answer. It's like that stab in your heart. It's like you have a
You start
switch
living your
inside of
whole life
you.
over, I feel like. I mean, I go back to since this has all happened, I did, my childhood sucked. I'm not going to lie. My mom took me to a babysitter's with my sister and brother, and she just dumped us off and never came back. So I thought that life was hard then, and it was just always going to get better. And now I've realized that I had my boys, they were my everything. And then I've lost them, and I was like, now how could that happen? I already had a terrible it was my life sucked as a kid. And now I just always thought it was going to get better, but it can't get any worse than losing your kids.
Yeah, and you're 100% right. I lost my mom, and like I said, I was very close with my mom, and I could explain to you in details what that loss means to me. Like, I lost my best friend.
Yep.
I lost the person that loved me unconditionally. I lost the person that I could go to and I could tell her anything. And